Hello, everyone, and welcome. We are the Smoking Dragons, and we aren't your average dungeon crawlers. And today is a very special pre-recorded episode of Legend of Arcadia. But this ain't the Legend of Arcadia you know about. It's different, but still canon. So don't go screwing up my world, okay?
Do my best.
All right, to my left over here, even though I'm pointing to my right, because that's how cameras work. But to my left, or your left, we have the wonderful McRoro. Round of applause.
Hello.
Round of applause.
Hi.
And to my right, or your right, we have, dropping my phone, and the incomparable 97. Round of applause. Round of applause.
Nice to see everybody.
Down over, yeah. It might look weird to you guys on the Zoom call that do not have the same orientation as me. It looks like I'm just pointing at random people.
It's fun for me.
We have Halaura. Hello, round of applause, round of applause. We've got the legend Foehammer right down over here.
Hello.
The legend himself. And we've got our very own one of two lore masters. Mr. Who Am I again right down here.
Hello, hello.
As you can see, everybody has their character names as their names. If you can't see it, I'm sorry. I can't make it bigger. I probably could, but I'm not going to. You'll find out their names pretty soon, though. Or at least through the power of editing, I might do it. I don't know if I feel up to it. But this is a side story set in the world of Arcadia, and there's a lot to it, but this will be a 10-session limited campaign while we wait for Arcadia to come back. It may come back during this 10-session limited campaign. All depends. There's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes that I want to have taken care of before Arcadia comes back. So for right now, we got this. Legend of Arcadia episode Mithos. Dun, dun, it's all edgy and pretty and like hard rock and stuff. Deal with it. Yeah. It's like emo, but also punk, but also hard rock, but also deal with it. Okay, moving on. I don't know what I did there. We're doing something. All right, are you guys excited?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Very excited.
Let's go.
Awesome. Now this is due to one of the fundraising rewards that we had at the end of our news story charity when we raised so much freaking money. This is one of the things that were part of the milestones. I don't know it off the top of my head. It's somewhere in the quintuple digits that we raised. Somewhere up there that we had this milestone. And for those of you out there who are like, hey, why didn't Nova pick me? Don't worry, I have a list. So this is not going to be the only one of its kind. It's just the first one. So yeah, those of you who are wondering, don't worry. I have plans. So let's get into this, shall we? We are currently, everybody here is level 8. And I gave them free will for a lot of things. They got to pick pretty much whatever, and whatever sounded cool to me is, cool for school. And yeah, so with the continent of Mithos is a very technologically advanced continent. For those of you who've been keeping up with Legend of Arcadia, it you may have heard of whispers and other sorts of things talking about it a little bit. We're going to go more in depth now. So we're just doing some world building, big world building. Anyways, and the action. while war brews on the continent of Terra, and the quest of legend now set in motion. Far off to the east, thousands of miles from the Cordovan shores, across the Iscarian Sea, events that will shape the world are about to transpire. As the Cordovan Armada sails to the continent of Mithos to request the opening of their borders, though civil unrest brews within this continent, it is nonetheless a technological marvel far surpassing any other civilization in the realm. In the capital city of Exelos, the High Council oversees all matters pertaining to Mithos. Seeing the potential of aligning with Cordova, the council had predicted sabotage from within Mithos itself. So a special team of hunters were hired to escort the Cordovan diplomats from Zuros, the city with the capability to access the wall's entrance function, to Exelos, to the council tower, the only point in all of Mithos with a view of Arcadia's horizon. The team consists of veteran hunter Chips Dubbo. Chips, go ahead and explain your character for the audience.
So he's a wood elf. He's standing up at 6'9".
That's a tall elf.
He's middle-aged for an elf, 180 at the start of the adventure. He weighs 256 pounds.
Damn. Built as fuck.
Yeah.
Holy shit. A brick shit house right there. Oh my god.
And he has hazel eyes. He doesn't believe in the gods. He has long blonde hair. He's light-skinned. And I think that's all I have for his appearance. But I based him kind of off of what Legolas looks like. But
hey, that's an awesome elf to base off of. Cool elf.
But he's definitely more like bigger, obviously, and a lot more badass in my opinion.
Well, we will definitely see how that plays out.
Hopefully.
Up next on the team, we have the humble mechanic Zera Jarrent. Or Jarrent. I might did I pronounce that correct? Jarrent?
Jarrent, yeah.
Jarrent.
Shorter.
Okay.
Yeah. So Jarrent is a Lightfoot halfling. She's sort of medium height for a halfling. Has short, scruffy, light blonde hair that's sort of tamed as much as possible, but it's just impossible on most days. She, yeah, I suppose that's it. She's a druid with something to prove.
Fantastic. We also have the living weapon, Finos Bawest. Did I pronounce that right, 97?
Yes, that is correct. So I don't know how much you want me to tell about them, but pretty much they're. Let me pull it up again. It's about 5'8". Got bluish gray skin, bald, no hair anywhere on their body. About 170 pounds. Kind of questionable on gender and age. Not really sure. They're not really sure.
You said Finos looked a bit like an elf, if I remember correctly.
Yes. So modeled after an elf, but not an elf, is the best way to describe it. Definitely like an elf, but something's different. Yeah, like so my character has been a pretty easygoing person. Has been a wizard for a little bit of time. Worked as a mercenary, did some things for the local government. Some missions went awry, and faked their own death as a way to get out. And happened to find themselves back in the employee.
Try to get out, but they're always pulling me back in.
So tried to get out, and pushed back in. They're found out, kind of forced into this job, you know, for unknown reasons, I would say, but pretty much they have to do this job. There's no declining this contract. So
Fantastic. Then we have the man of the cloth, Nero Morrinvale.
Yeah, Nero is a Kalashtar or Kalashtar, however you want to say it. They
Tomato,
are tomato. He is 6 feet tall, about 190 pounds. He's big, definitely not a unit like like Chips, but he's tan of skin, and he has black like hair with peppered white in it that is shaved on the sides and pulled into like a high pony. And he is heterochromatic. He has one eye that's green and one eye that's purple. As what Nova mentioned, he is a cleric, man of the cloth, who serves as a vassal to the Temple of the Moon under Viofa, the Seeker, goddess of the moon and arcane knowledge. And his goal or his job is to serve as an enforcer to the temple, carrying out the will of the goddess, and to help those as much as he can, whenever he can.
Fantastic. And rounding out this team, a last-minute addition, the Master Thief, Prilin Ball. And I believe I pronounced that correctly, even though there is a P and a K that did not get pronounced. But I was told that this is how it's pronounced.
So Prilin Ball is a wood elf as well, and they are about 6'2" in height. They are about 174 in weight. They have olive tan skin. They have blue hair and green eyes, and they love to steal to the point where they've been hired to steal, and it's their passion.
And with this contract, being that you are all contracted to escort these Cordovan diplomats from Zuros to Exelos, some would say that this is a bit overkill on this team. I mean, Chips definitely saw the danger of a possibility of needing a fifth person, because the original 4 members of the team did not include Prilin Ball. Chips, however, vouched for them personally. Now, this will be the first time in several thousand years the wall has even been opened. Most Mythosians don't ever get to see the ocean. Consider yourself lucky. Because we begin in the port city of Zuros, which is very loose calling it a port city, because there's no water. It's just land, and you have the large mountainous wall that surrounds the entire continent of Mithos. And that most of you know that this is in fact a living organic wall made of organic and inorganic material fused together, and it is constantly growing over a period of years, slowly, but it is growing larger, to the point where, like I mentioned previous, the High Council Tower is the only place in all of Mithos that can peer over the wall and see the ocean. In Zuros, generally they pull in fish from an access point. It's mostly a fishing port town that is what is the source of how you guys get any seafood. Whereas you don't have to see the ocean; the fish swim into the city where people then pull them up through nets and catch them that way. So there is some water, but it's mostly through access points that it's instantly drained and then sucked back up to pull more ocean life back in. So you're not strangers to seafood. You've had it. It's just you've never seen where it lived. For all you know, it lives in Zuros. Might as well. So with Zuros, it is heavily industrial, much like everywhere else in Mithos. Very dirty, grimy. Again, like most everywhere else in Mithos. The only places that really aren't as grimy are Circos and Exelos. Circos is getting a bit on the grimy side, though, especially with a lot of the resistance factions movements creating a bit more of a stir as time goes on. People are wanting to leave Mithos and go see the world, but the High Council has deemed that completely unnecessary. There's no need for people to leave. They have everything that they need in Mithos. You need water? We've got that. You need money? We've got that. You need food? Got that. Anything that you could want, Mithos has. I suppose, except for freedom to leave. It's probably the only thing they don't got. So that being said, it's quite interesting that the High Council would even allow people to enter Mithos. Again, Mithos has not opened its doors for several thousand years, for good reason. The last people they opened their doors to kind of stabbed them in the back. They made it to they kind of ruined it for everybody else. It's interesting that you would be alive today to witness such a momentous occasion, and you're probably going to blow these people's minds as soon as they walk in, because according to any form of Mythosian teaching, everywhere else might as well be Neanderthal. They might as well have just been hitting rocks together, and that's their technology. Granted, those of you who are a bit more of the upper echelon, higher knowledge might know a bit more. I would say, Chips, you'd probably know that technology isn't as barbaric as the High Council makes it seem. Nero, you have consulted many a time with Viofa and know that you have a bit more of a connection with the world than most of Mythos, and frankly, most of the church has more of a connection with the world than all of Mythos anyways. I mean, that has made some people in the church feel that they're better than some. So unfortunately, the church has that bit of a reputation on it as well. You are all finally meeting up within Zuros. You each took your trains from different areas. There were some coming from the Hunters Academy, Hunters Guild. Yeah, Academy, Guild, same difference. Might as well. Some of you took the blue line there. Others took the green line from Circos, which mostly that's how you get here. Atmos, I know at least one of you took the red line from there, and definitely one of you took the green line from Exelos as well, which it's a pretty simple job that you guys have, and it pays 100,000 Electrum to the group, 20k to everybody. That's good enough to last you a very good while here in Mithos. That's top dollar right there, which shows just how important this mission is. But it seems too simple. Just grab the diplomats from the wall, take the green line all the way to Exelos. That's it. Okay, no problem. You all convene at the train station in Zuros, which is about, I would say, about an hour and a half away from the wall. So you just have to walk your way to the wall.
Oh, okay, so it's walking distance.
Yes.
I thought it was like another hour and a half train ride. I was like, how
Nope.
big is this place?
No, hour and a half walking distance to the wall. You all see each other at the train station. You were all briefed on your teammates. You know who they are. You know who you're to be working with. And I leave it to you all.
As we're kind of like all next to each other, Nero looks over the group, and he would have known that there 3 people for sure were originally on the docket, and then that we all kind of figured out that there was going to be a 5th one. And so Nero looks over the group, and his eyes settle on one of the wood elves, and he gets a little stoic before looking back at everyone else and saying, well, I guess it is a pleasure to make all of your acquaintances, and I look forward to working with all of you, as his eyes continue to linger on one of the wood elves.
Feel free to jump in and role play. This is the time that I'm allowing you guys to create some story. Just give me stuff.
But
I will
that
be
goes-
right. I'll be right here.
So that goes completely over Zera's head. She
Literally.
just, hey guys, goes up and shakes each of your hand. Hey, the name's Zera. You can call me Zaza for short. How's it going? Yeah. Are we ready to get going? We've got a bit of a walk, yeah?
Forgive me, did you say Zezer?
Yeah, if you want. I mean, we're going to be working together. Might as well get, comfortable, familiar. Yeah?
Very well. But you shall still call me Nero. And he says, like, not like meanly or like condescending, but just like very matter of fact.
Yeah, no worries. No, so not Neza, not into that then?
He just kind of like looks blankly.
So, go ahead.
Finos kind of walks up and just says, hello. I'm part of this group, I believe. It's nice to meet everybody. Let's try not to cause any trouble. Let's try not to draw any unwanted attention, right? We don't want that. No. Just like goes and sits down.
So Chips goes up to Nero and hears the comment about the other fellow wood elf, Prilin, and says to Nero, "This is Prilin, my." Oh yeah, Prilin.
Prilin.
Ooh, wow.
It's okay. Everybody, it's gonna happen to everybody.
It's gonna happen all the time, and that's what I wanted to do.
even to Chips, who's
Yeah.
known Prilin for a long time. Chip says to Nero, "This is Prilin, who is my apprentice." I recommended them for this job as I feel like it's not really a 4-person job. It seems like it would be a little bit more dangerous from the feeling I get from our the people who've hired us, the High Council. So I trained Rilin. I know they are really good at little tomfoolery, I guess you could say. But I can vouch for them.
Hearing this, Nero. Oh, sorry. Go ahead if you want to talk, Rilin. I don't want to.
Rilin's just gonna kind of look around at everyone and just be like, I get that, Chips invited me, but I still don't know why I'm even here. But hi, I'm Rilin. I like to steal things.
Oh no.
As you say this,
That's-
Nero just
Nero-
like
Nero,
stiffens.
Go ahead and roll me a history check.
Me?
Nero.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Rillen, you can too.
Okay.
It's 19.
Okay.
Hold on. 18.
You've met each other before.
Hmm.
Mm.
After Rillen says the steel thing, Nero just like stiffens, and just kind of without lingering on it too much, looks at Finos after hearing the "oh no" and says, "I suppose that if someone of such renown as he, gestures toward Chips, and so successful on so many missions, vouches for all of our skills individually, then I'm sure we're all here for a reason. However, I'm sure I speak for everyone when I say," and then he shifts back to Rillen, "that we be on our best behavior."
For the money. Sure.
Rillen, you know exactly what he's talking about. Nero, you know exactly what you're referencing.
Yeah, so like I'm just sitting there and I'm just like I'm already starting to sweat just because I'm like, yeah, let's do this. It's gonna be a great thing, no trouble. And then, one of the first things I hear is like, oh, I love stealing things. It's like, oh no, this is gonna be a bad experience. So I'm like sweating. I'm trying to be like very calm. And not trying to cause a scene or anything. Like, oh, okay, yeah, we'll be okay. I'm just sitting here like giving myself these like little mental pep talks, and you're probably every now and then hearing just like little grunts and hums from me.
These are like audible. We can all hear this.
Yes.
Excellent. All right.
makes
Zero
you-
will just walk up beside you and give you a slap on the back. She'll be right, mate. We can keep an eye on her. There's more of us than just one of her. Like, it'll be right. She's only got 2 hands.
I hope that's the case. Yes.
So do I, to be honest.
If it means anything, I won't steal anything from you guys.
Oh, well, that's comforting.
Okay. It's good.
Why?
Good.
I know something that most of you don't. That's why I left. Anyways. So as you guys are, oh no, go ahead.
I was just about to say, can we like look around? What do we see? But
Yeah, absolutely. As you're looking around the train station, it's a bit worn down and underused. Most of the people who come here really just occasionally come for the sushi, but even then, most of the fish is shipped over to Circos and Exelos, and those are really where the great sushi restaurants are. Like there's one good place here. It's like a hole in the wall place.
what's it called?
It is called. Let me get my notes. It's called Enigma.
Enigma. A sushi place called Enigma. I wonder what's in it. Like.
Well, it could have been called
Mystery
Enigma.
fish.
No, Enigma. So it's an enigma how good it is.
Well,
Oh, come eat at our sushi place, please.
please.
Well, about this task, I know that we're escorting them, or I guess we're supposed to prepare their food. Make sure they see the best of Mithos. Yes.
That's it?
I don't know.
I mean, they left it open to where, I mean, if they are hungry, you are to take them where they would like to go, but for the most part is just get them to Exelos. That is the main part of the contract. If they want to eat, take them somewhere. you will be completely reimbursed.
Your Enigma has really great sushi.
Nero looks at Zezer and says, well, you seemed quite enthused to begin our, I guess, hike to the wall. Would you like to lead the way?
I've got no idea where I am though, mate. Which direction are we heading?
Which direction are we heading, DM? I don't.
Towards the wall.
Exactly, right?
wall.
Yeah, the giant.
the
The thing that you can't see over, that thing.
The thing that you can't miss.
Yeah, you really can't miss it.
Guys, I'm pretty sure we're just supposed to go south towards the wall.
Yeah, that's what.
It
That's
legitimately
wall.
is south.
Like
South.
Like south by like southeast. But yeah.
I wonder
Yeah,
how
if we
the
go
gates.
south, we'll get there.
Yeah, I wonder how the gate's gonna open if it hasn't opened in so long. Is it? Think it's dangerous, or is it just gonna be nice? And I've never seen the ocean. I'm quite excited.
Yeah, none of you have. None of you have at all, actually. None of you have left Mithos. You've never seen the ocean. I would say the only one who would be closest to seeing it would be Chips, since he has worked near the High Council building and might have gone inside it maybe once or twice. But yeah, even then, I don't think any of you have seen it.
I've always heard tells of something called a horizon too. I'm not sure what it's gonna look like. Really. Hopefully they'll let us look out the wall. Yes.
It's a
Well,
possibility.
there's only one way to find out. Can
All right.
we begin marching?
All right, you guys are now heading towards the wall, and as you pass through, you see a couple people just like, and they're just like pulling the nets up, and you see all these fish and seafood like shrimp, crabs, and one crab is a bit larger than the others, and it tries to get somebody, and he's like, "Hey!" and he shoots it right between the eyes, and then he goes, "Piece of shit." And then the other guy across the way has like crab meat on his face, and it's like, you're like, "Oh, sorry, mate. Free lunch for you." You're just watching as this is like happening. As you guys continue walking, just people going about their day. You also notice a couple what look to be like maybe teenagers, maybe a little older than teenagers, kind of just like leaning against the walls, and you see one person like holding their hands like this. Prilin, you know exactly what's going on, and then they pass something, they do this, and then they flick something and they catch it. They're dealing drugs. Prilin, you know that.
Yeah.
100% that that's what they're doing. In fact, you know specifically it's the new drug specifically for augments. It makes the augments more lubricated, so they move faster, and it kind of gives them a high. However, there are a lot of really bad side effects, especially if used too much. In moderation, it's okay, but it's still not good. So yeah, that's what they're doing. Everybody else just kind of goes along their merry way, kind of, not really understanding what's going on, but really you get it. And as you keep going, about an hour passes, and you start hearing what sounds like large creaking and crunching as you're almost to the wall, and you're used to not very much light coming in, because this wall is kind of almost turning into a dome. You have like the sun, but when the sun is hit a certain spot, it's practically dark here, and the artificial lights come on, and those are generally like a white light looking like fluorescent light coming down. But all of a sudden, and I want everybody to roll me a perception check.
Six.
Okay.
9.
Okay.
23 with my modifier.
Fantastic.
18. I
Fantastic.
suck at math.
And Chips.
I think it's an 8 because I rolled a 2 and my perception is +6.
That
Yep.
would be an 8. All right.
Cool.
So the three of you aren't really too focused on it, but Prilin and Finos, you both see a beam of light just shoot out from the wall's direction, and as the wall continues to open up, you see a gorgeous sunset on the horizon. The beauty of what you're seeing is indescribable. The amount of the colors of the sky fading from blue to purple to red to orange to yellow, even that slight hint of green down there at the bottom. As this sun is going down across the waves, the sun or the ocean turned almost like an inky purple with orange fire on top of it as this sun just goes down over the horizon. It's one of the most beautiful things you've ever seen in your life. And as you guys are so stunned, the rest of you now can look off at the wall and now see this gorgeous sight for yourself. I mean, Nero, you're a real big fan of the moon. But that
Is the moon
sunset-
out?
No, it's the moon.
Oh.
The moon is not out,
Aw.
at least visibly, that you can see it. You're a big fan of the moon, but that sunset looks very nice.
I thought, did I see the sunset or did just
Yeah, after noticing that Prilin and Finos are stunned into,
I've literally dropped to the ground. Like I'm in awe. Like I have fallen to the ground and am just in awe, just staring wide-eyed. Like
noticing this, you get to you look out at the sunset for the first time in your entire life, and seeing this so-called horizon.
Seeing this, Nero would just kind of like gasp to himself. He'd just be like, "By Arca's blessing."
Chips is like, good God, this is nuts.
I love it. That's a great reaction. Good God, this is nuts. Sure is, Chips.
That's insane.
I said, I'm just kind of still sitting on the ground, just like jaw dropped, like just no words coming out, just.
And though you guys are used to seeing like mechanical marvels such as like trains and stuff like that, you see these what look to be like wooden structures coming in from the ocean, and they seem archaic yet quite beautiful still. Just beautiful in like a oh, that's probably where we were at one point in time kind of thing. As the armada from Cordova sails their 2 ships in, while the rest of the armada sits out on the ocean, unfortunately blocking the sunset, what's the final moments of it. But the 2 ships come in, and it will take you only about 30 more minutes to get closer to the actual point where the wall is opened, and for the diplomats to come in and meet them. So, as you guys continue walking towards that, Prilin, I want you to roll me, just roll me a dex check, please.
Okay. 15.
Okay. Somebody bumped into you, and you are already aware that this is a tactic you use. Roll me sleight of hand.
Natural 20.
Very nice. First natural 20.
First one up. First one. Let's go.
Let's go. All right. Okay. So as this person bumps into you, they attempt to steal your coin purse, and you
Bitches.
You grab the wrist and you turn him, and he and so you have him in a wrist lock. Let me go. Let me go. Let me go. Let me go. Let me go.
I know that trick. You can't steal my shit.
I wasn't doing
Sorry.
anything. I wasn't doing anything. Be careful. This is a new augment. This is a new augment.
I'm pretty sure you were trying to steal my money.
Hey, I'm sorry. This augment was really expensive. I need the money.
Yeah,
Well-
well, you can't steal from her, mate. She steals from people. It doesn't work that way.
It worked that way. Ah, man, that just sucks to be you.
Just let me go. I'll leave you alone. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I gotta go get it recalibrated now. And he just runs off. Unless somebody
Does
wants
it
to say
seem like
something.
it
I was
just
about
a-
to say before he runs off. Oh, sorry, Zera.
Does it seem like he is just a kid who's just out to steal something? Like,
Yeah, he seems like a teenager.
Before he runs off, as Prilin lets go, Nero's gonna attempt to like step in front of him and just say, "Well, aren't you going to apologize?"
They ruined my augment, man. I had to get it recalibrated.
You
mean-
ruined it yourself with your foolish decisions.
Yeah, whatever, Gramps.
And then Nero looks around at everyone else and he's like, "Do I seem that old?" Like, just like matter of factly.
No,
Oh.
not really.
no, mate, you're good.
Only normies let their gray hair show.
Well, are you going to apologize, or do we have to make you? Lessons must be taught.
All right, I'm sorry.
I will only accept apology if you give me a hug.
Why?
Because you were mean to me. You gotta show that you can be nice, right?
He
I'm
goes
gonna
in for
steal
a
his
hug.
shit.
All right, we'll slide a hand.
Oh god. Okay. Don't fuck this up. Where are we? 20, but not natural 20, but 20.
Oh man, let me see.
Dirty 20. Nice.
Go ahead and add 500 electrum to your coin purse.
Okay.
As you give him a hug, you just. Anybody else can roll perception to attempt to see it.
Nah, I'm good.
Yeah.
Just gonna let it go. Fantastic.
For this
I mean-
time.
Just while they're hugging, I'm just gonna be like, it's just such a beautiful sight. I don't know why you would be so worried about stealing or augments. Like, can you not see what's going on over there?
Aw, you're so sweet.
Oh, you mean the wall thing? I mean, I guess. It's whatever.
Yes. your parents and grandparents and their grandparents. No one's ever seen this.
I mean, it looks all right objectively, I guess.
I just shake my head. I'm just like, just yeah.
Ungrateful little shit.
Yeah, I'm exactly. But I'm completely oblivious to like stealing is nowhere on my mind. Like I'm just kind of like I'm at the point like how could this teenager even think about stealing? No one would think about stealing right now as one of our companions is stealing. You know.
I look at Rilin's hug of this little ne'er-do-well, and I notice something
Do you?
Do you?
suspicious. Well, I will notice something.
Gotta
In a
roll
second.
perception.
You gotta roll for it, baby. Your
I
roll,
rolled a
roll.
15.
Let's see what your elf eyes see.
13.
You both do not see it.
Damn. But never mind. I don't see anything.
Nope.
I'd say she is very, or they are very sneaky.
See, that's the beauty of D&D. Is you think you want to see it. I mean, you do, but at the same time,
Do
you
you?
guys control all. But anyways,
You suspected something might be happening, but you definitely didn't see anything. It all looked above board.
It's
yeah,
okay.
you as a player know what she just did, but your characters don't.
Nope.
After seeing the hug resolve,
With it.
Nero like puts a smile on his face and he goes, "Ah, a lesson well learned and quite a beautiful moment."
Thank you.
See, it makes moments like that even funnier.
Yeah.
What can I say? I'm just a really nice elf.
And then the kid's just like, okay, all right, I'm gonna go now. Get this recalibrated with that 500 Electrum I got on me now.
Bye bye.
As he walks away. All right, and you all continue towards the wall as you have the members of the council guard currently there, motioning for the Cordovans to deboard their ship, to exit their ship. I don't know what the word is to deboard. What is that?
Disembark?
Embark.
Disembark. Thank you. I knew the word, I just couldn't think of it. To waiting for them to disembark their ship. But anybody can kind of tell they're freaked out right now. They just watched a mountain open.
Question: how close, like, to the water are we?
Touch it.
I would say you guys are pretty close to the water at this point. You're now at a point where where wall should have been, and now water is there.
So, like, we could touch the
Touch
water.
it. You could
Yes.
touch the water.
Nero is gonna look at Finos, who's this whole time has been like, and then he's gonna like give him like a wide-eyed like, "What is this?" And Nero's gonna start walking toward the water and like bend down and like slowly like approach the water with his hand and just like break the surface.
As you break the surface of the water, it feels much different than the water that you drink. Because as we all know, most of the water that comes into Mithos is through Atmos and its purifying station. There is a bit of ocean water that seeps up from outside the continent into the continent, and then from in there it is purified through their system. So mostly what you see is already completely purified. Nothing, no ocean particles left in there. So you feel it cold, but also slightly like a slight tingle from the salt content that is inside this water, and you feel like a creature just like slide right past you, and you freak for a second, and then you notice it's a fish as it swims back.
Fascinating.
I see this happen, and I just like literally like take off my shoes and pick them up and sit them to the side, and I roll up my pant leg and I just like step, about ankle deep into it and just like stand there and close my eyes. Like just
Very calming. Nice
Yes.
and just relaxing feeling. It's the simple things in life.
I just want to. I love the idea of this like picture right now. This armada's approaching. They see this giant wall, and then people walk out, and they're like, "Guys, the water's weird."
Is this water?
What the
Is this the ocean?
what?
Most people who watch this show right now are just be like, "What is this fucking water?"
Water.
What?
like, yeah, I see you in the comments right now. This is amazing water. I've never seen it before. I'm amazed.
Oh man. But yeah, finally the Cordovan diplomats do disembark their ship, and they notice most of you just like hanging by the water, and they're kind of, and you hear the High Council guard say, "Come in, come on. We can't leave this open very long." And then they walk up to you guys. I'm sorry, are you fascinated by this water right now?
Is this the Cordovans talking,
Yes,
or is this the guards?
This is the Cordovan, one of the Cordovan diplomats. A very slender gentleman, dark hair, kind of like a goatee, just like wearing robes, which is odd. You don't really see people wearing robes unless they're part of the church. But yeah, this person's just wearing robes, and then you fascinated with this water right now.
Well, have you ever seen a bathtub this bloody big before? It's a
A
lot.
bathtub.
Well,
This is
it's a
not.
lot of water in it.
This is not a bathtub. This is the part of the ocean.
Yeah, no, of course it's not a bathtub, but I mean, there's not a lot of places that hold this much water. This is nuts, mate.
I mean, you've never seen this much water before?
Have you not seen
What
our
part about
wall?
the wall is not like that?
I'm more worried about the mountain that just opened up. And
Yeah,
you're
yeah, no, that-
fascinated by some water.
Yeah, but that wall's normal. Yeah.
It is a wall.
It's not. It's a mountain. Not
It's
a, not a
like-
wall.
Always
like a
been
wall.
there, though.
It moves.
You're used to what you're used to, I guess.
Water, mountains that are walls, I suppose. You must.
Well,
Excuse us for being rude. We should probably introduce ourselves.
Sure, yeah. Please. I don't. This is the craziest thing I've ever done. Well, I'll have to tell King Onofrius when we get back.
Bless you.
oh,
I could not keep a straight face. Thank you. Okay.
well,
The name's Zera.
Very nice to meet you, Zera, and everyone else. You'll notice that these people do not have pointy ears. Do not have darker olive skin. They're mostly a bit more on the pale side. Pale to pinkish, kind of peach colored skin. And they don't seem like any kind of people you've ever seen before.
How many are there?
3.
Like total off the 2 boats, or just
Yes,
for now?
just the diplomats are
Okay.
being allowed in. There were the on the 2 boats. There were plenty of soldiers and plenty of other people, but the High Council Guard has not let them in.
So
Well-
like, what's their height? I'm curious. Like, it might just be easier if Chips just piggyback some of them. The man's a walking mountain.
They're roughly in between 5'5"
Oh no.
and 6 foot.
All right.
Shorter than all of us.
Well, most
Well,
of us.
Most of us.
The only one who's shorter is right there, the
Yeah.
halfling.
The halfling. Everyone just towers.
I'll introduce myself, and then I'll kind of just say, don't mean to be rude, but could you call them over there and tell them to move your, what do you call it, boats? They're really blocking the view. That was quite beautiful.
The sunset.
Yes.
Is that what it is called?
Yes, you've never seen it.
I did a few minutes ago until your boats got in the way.
I'm terribly sorry, but all those ships have to be there. It's part of our agreement to talk with your High Council, was it? And I'm sorry, your name is addressing Finos.
Oh yes, I'm Finos. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you.
What is your name again?
I am Akko. This is Kiel. And Isidore. I think I said that wrong. Isidore. There we go.
I thought you said Isildur, and I was like,
yeah,
nice.
No, that's exactly where my brain went, and I realized I said it wrong because I did not write it that way. I just said Isildur because I'm a freaking fan of Lord of the Rings, and I meant Isidore, and I knew I was going to do that. I knew that was gonna happen, yet I did it anyways.
So it's Akko, Isidore, and what was the other one?
Akko, Isidore, and
Kiel.
Kiel. Yes.
After hearing their names, Nero's going to do like a polite half bow and then say, "It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I am Nero, and may you always walk in the light of the moon."
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. As you can see,
So-
mostly Akko is doing the talking. The other 2 are just kind of just silent for now.
So Chips looks down upon them, and
They now notice that you're there and just
Wonk.
Thought that was a tree. Ah.
Chips looks at Akko and says, "I'm Chips Dubbo. Put her there." And he reaches in to shake the hand. It reaches out, shakes hand, and leans in and pats with the other hand on the back.
Thank you. Oh, I thought you were going to eat me. Sorry.
You did look tasty.
Great. Wonderful.
Uh-oh.
I just.
I'm
glad
Prilin.
that you jest and not digest.
I'm Prilin, and your guys' robes look very comfy.
They are actually very, very comfortable. Supposed to be have to be. It's so cold around here.
Can be.
I mean, does it ever get warm around here? You all know that there is a heating system in place in all of Mithos. If ever it gets too cold, it will warm up.
Ooh. fancy.
Eventually. It eventually gets warm.
Well, sure hope that is soon.
I'll just kind of like look up and around, and I'll say, I just don't think it's quite warm enough for the environment to turn on yet.
Yeah.
Environment to turn on?
Yes. Jeez, you're not in your environment, not turn on.
We don't control the weather. The weather just kind of happens. Mostly.
That sucks.
How would you plan an outdoor activity if you're not sure if it's going to rain?
We plan an outdoor activity, and if it rains, then it's fuck all.
You cancel it, yes.
You
Yes.
turn off, or you just
Turn
simply
off the
turn
rain.
off the rain.
Turn it off, yeah. That's the best way.
Just turn off the rain.
We can't do that.
Oh.
Maybe get a technician on that.
A technician
Sounds broken.
broken. It's the world.
Obviously, it's
The
broken.
world does it. It does it by itself. It's not something we can control. We could probably ask the gods, maybe, and maybe they'll do it. But
I just don't think
Doesn't-
you found the button yet.
button. What do you mean
Switch.
by button?
The knob.
knob.
Could be a lever.
A remote?
Oh, I get it. You're trying to be funny. You're making jokes. I get it. We're being lighthearted. We're being friendly. We're trying to establish rapport. I get it. Haha, it's funny. Yes. Can we get something to eat? I'm starving.
Got some pretty good
Sure.
sushi.
Sushi.
There's a
What is sushi?
Fish?
no, like raw
I've
fish.
I've had raw fish. We cook
Raw
our
fish.
Raw fish.
Raw
You
fish.
just take the fish out the water and you bite its head off like that.
Pretty much.
That'd be pretty uncivilized, mate.
Yeah, Nero's like looks aghast, like, oh.
We've got knives.
So
Why don't we just show you? I have a feeling that you're gonna believe better by just seeing things.
Sure.
Yes.
Yeah. that's just
Zezer has a point.
awesome. Fantastic. Let's go. And you hear the wall start to close.
Can we
Bye,
make it?
ocean.
But yeah.
Oh, okay.
You guys are.
Oh,
out
okay.
By that time.
I was like, wait.
Oh, no.
no.
So I'll be TPK. All right.
Just the Eric Andre moment on the outside. Let me in. Let me in.
That was a great 10 sessions, everybody. We'll see you next time. Don't ever say the smoking dragons never keep their promises.
Short and sweet.
It's perfect.
But yeah, so you guys are able to make it out of that, and you start heading towards. Are you going to take them to Enigma, or are you going to wait to get to Circos or probably Exelos to have a better meal?
How long would it take to get to Exelos? Because we have the hour or a mile and a half walk, and then hour and a half, right?
Yeah, hour and a half.
And then
walk
the
back to
train
the train
ride.
station. The train station from Zuros to Circos is about an hour, and then from Circos to Exelos it is also about an hour. They're high-speed bullet trains.
I mean, I don't know about yourself, but if someone says I'm hungry, I don't make them wait like 3 hours before we eat.
3 hours. Where are we going? What did you
if
have
you-
in mind?
If you look really and squint your eyes, it's that very tall building in the middle. Maybe able to see
Oh.
it from here. Not sure.
Oh, that.
Yeah.
That's a very large castle.
It's normal size.
You've never heard you don't know what a castle is.
Yeah, I'll just kind of like look around and like think and not admit that I don't know what a castle is and be like, it's probably where they control the environment.
That's not where. Anyways, it's where your rulers are. The castle.
Castle.
Oh, the council, you mean?
Council.
Yes.
No, I don't. I mean castle.
Hmm.
Castle.
I-
Big building.
Dialects.
The council are people. You said you were hungry.
I am. I'm too hungry for this conversation. Now that I think about it.
Well, any desire that you have, it is our mission and our desire as well to assist you.
Take me to the closest place to eat.
For some sushi?
Yes, sushi sounds great. This raw fish, I have to see it for myself. So do you guys lead them to the Enigma Sushi Bar?
It's
Yes.
the only place we know of so
Suppose.
far, so
But I'm gonna walk like a good 10 feet in front of everybody else, so and try to like if I see any other teenagers, I'm gonna glare at them very menacingly and like that's all.
yeah, I was
Not
gonna
actually
say
do
we
anything about it, but just like
should sort of walk a perimeter around the
Yeah.
Cordovans.
mhm.
I follow up in the rear and cover the backside.
I just realized the wizard is walking out front.
I was about to say, I was like, you know what?
Why am I
like
doing
it.
this?
It's
Ballsy. We got a ballsy
Finos is
wizard.
definitely mid-decision, like, wait, why did I go out front? Oh god, this is where danger is.
Sweat.
Yeah. Actually, that's exactly what's happening. The panic and anxiety is like hitting again, and it's like, oh no, why am I doing this? No one knows. Stay calm. You're an expert. You have this.
You're an expert. Glare at teenager. Just a teenager's eyesight. Oh, teenager. Oh. It's perfect. I love it. So as you continue walking, I want everybody to roll me a perception check once again.
21.
20.
Fantastic.
Me, 24.
Cool. 7.
A 20, a dirty 20.
Fantastic.
Oh no.
Zera. No.
Okay. Good to know. You guys
I got
continue,
good eyes.
you guys continue walking.
Oh no.
I'm gonna turn around and I'll say, well, what type of things do you eat if you've never had sushi?
Chicken.
Do I know what a
beef.
chicken is?
I don't think you do.
I'll just be like, oh, sounds exotic.
You don't have chicken.
What does it taste like?
Chicken.
Fucking, you're occurring me. That's what you're doing. I love it. Well, it's hard to describe. It just tastes like chicken.
I think I would like to try some of this chicken.
If you don't have any here, it'd be very difficult for us to get you some. Actually,
Do they
there might be some on the ship.
also
They-
make chicken sushi?
What?
No, chicken sushi. Do they make sushi out of chicken?
You mean do we eat the chicken raw?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what sushi is.
No, we cook the chicken. Cook it all the way through. Sometimes even fry it.
Oh, that doesn't sound fun.
It's quite delectable actually. And it's very fun to do. See what you do with the chicken, you take the chicken, put it here, and you get some lowly farmer or peasant with an axe, and then they chop the chicken's head off. And
The
then it runs
chicken
away.
has a head.
Yes, it's a creature. It's a bird.
Thought it was a plant.
No, it's a creature. And you take it, you have the chicken, you cut the chicken's head off, and it runs around for a bit while it has its head cut off, which is quite fascinating in and of itself. And then
it must be a dangerous foe.
It falls away after a while. It stops running, and then you take all the feathers, you pluck them out, and then you reach in and you take out all the bones, and then you can leave the bones in. Some people like to leave the bones in. Personally, I like boneless. And then you cook it or fry it or however you like it. You can boil it.
Can't eat it raw.
No, it would probably kill you.
Oh.
You
I
must
don't
tell
think
us
I want
more.
this chicken.
You must tell us more of your exotic tastes, cuisine, and life as we continue on through. It is interesting to see how the gods work beyond Mithos.
Right, you said you serve the moon goddess?
Yes, Viofa.
Viofa. We don't call her that. At least, I've not heard her called Viofa. Most that I know that worship her call her Mother Moon.
That is quite odd that you would not call something by their name. But I appreciate your tendencies. Now, would Nero know that Viofa would be called Mother Moon, or is it just Viofa the Seeker or the Moon Goddess? Like,
she acts motherly at times when you have convened with her. So I guess it wouldn't be too far of a stretch to see that she probably wouldn't be she wouldn't be offended if somebody called her Mother Moon, but it's not what you call her. It's not what she's ever asked you to call her.
so I should call her Mommy, is what you're saying. I'm just kidding. No. Hold on. Who am I again said that? Nero didn't say that.
I kind of want to roll an insight check just because, like, I feel like Nero almost would probably be offended by this. It's just like,
I don't think so.
like, you don't think so? Okay. I'm like,
it would just be more confused, like,
just like,
Interesting. That's not what I call her, but you can call her, I guess, whatever you want, as long as it's not offensive, I guess.
yeah, it's like
that's kind of the vibe I got from
exactly.
Okay.
Worship
Gotcha.
is worship.
Just like it's
Service.
worship, but you're fucking weird. Kind of. I just want
Accurate.
you to know you're the odd one out here, not me.
Talking about chickens and mother moons and gobbledygook.
yeah. And Finos, he'll say, like, you know, at the end of it and be like, so the chicken. Beast of the chicken. How many does it take? How much of a party does it take to take it down? It's...
Usually just one person.
And
Usually.
it's and I'll say, like, this big. Oh, my hand. It's like, you know.
Like this big. Not very big. Sometimes we kill multiple to have a large feast. They also lay eggs, which you can also eat. But that is also how they give birth. So you can eat the eggs. And as I'm saying this, I realize that we're eating baby chickens also. But hey, it kind of makes me feel a little bit uncomfortable. We cannot talk about chickens anymore, and just move on to other things.
Quite. Nero's gonna, like, you know, trail back just a little bit because he was probably walking alongside the Cordovans, and is gonna go by Chips, and he's gonna look up and he's gonna whisper, they seem quite odd. They murder mothers and then eat their young.
Yes, Nero. And they don't eat chicken raw.
Let's hope they enjoy sushi.
Things aren't looking good. I'm starting to see the difficulty of this contract.
So as we're walking, like, are they like, is there any like type of I don't know if you want me to roll for it. Are they like in awe of any people walking by with like augments, or are they? Do they
As of-
seem to be like holding their cool or anything like that? You know.
As of right now, Zeros is kind of like it's the least technologically like mind blowing of all the other cities of Mithos. But for the most part, you guys have been kind of holding their attention. So they haven't really been watching their surroundings, and as well as you guys keeping a perimeter around them. Yeah, they haven't really noticed anything just yet. Because they've been mostly making eye contact with each of you as you've been talking to them. They just kind of hasn't clicked for them yet.
And
what they're walking through.
Gotcha. And if I'm not mistaken, we're kind of supposed to make sure that they don't see or experience anything more than we're supposed to get them in, get them out. They're not really supposed to be like, oh yeah, let's go look at these augments. Let's figure this thing.
Yeah.
We don't want to share our secrets necessarily. Yeah.
It is not necessarily a sightseeing tour.
Yeah.
It is
Point A to point B.
Yeah, Zeros to Exelos, and if they need to eat, let them have something to eat. But yeah, the train's obviously probably gonna blow their mind. That is probably gonna be one of the biggest hurdles. But for the most part, anywhere else you should not be going to Tropos, Atmos, or Ethos. Not to any of those places, because they don't need to know about your essential amusement park area. Resort thing. They don't need to see your electrum mining operations, and they don't need to see your water purification stuff. They don't need to see any of that. They just straight to Exelos. Granted, there's a lot of shit in Exelos, but still, that's more like just like, okay, just go this way. Tunnel vision. So that's essentially how this has been explained to you. So what you guys are already doing is like keeping their attention is already good, because they're not too focused on anything else.
Keeping them distracted with our ignorance, which is great.
Not like you're trying to, but you're doing a good job.
Right. Hey, we're just curious.
Just happens to work out that way. So as you get closer, you do get to the Enigma Sushi Bar, which has the neon sign going like, it just saying like Enigma, just shining. And they
actually with that, is it in a language that they would understand or know?
It is in common.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the only thing that is in common is that Mythosians and Terrans both speak common.
I see.
It's the only thing they have in common. Other than that, not much. But yeah, so the Enigma Sushi Bar is right there. And those of you who have been here before, mainly Chips, know that just walk in, sit at the bar, and you just order the stuff, and they serve it up. And it's you pay for things a la carte.
Before we go in, I want to stop the guys outside and say to Prilin, hey, let's go scope out. I want to go in and check out the bar and see if there's, or the sushi place, and see if there's either anyone that Prilin recognizes, given her, or given their proclivities, and just anyone that looks like they're suspicious or looking out for stuff.
All right, so you guys are going to head into the sushi bar first. Gotcha. As you enter, it's like blacklit. So all of the white pings out as like purple and fluorescent and stuff like that. So everything is a lot brighter but darker at the same time. As you're looking through, go ahead and both of you roll me perception checks, please.
10.
Oh no, 11. As soon as I picked up the die, I was like, maybe I should have sent someone else in.
The food smells distracting.
The black light kind of throws you off a little bit, but you do notice a man who is fairly augmented, and I mean like half his face is augmented. His entire arm augmented. And that's really all you can tell. The rest is just covered with clothes. Like, and you notice like a bit of like mechanical leg, so augment. And you notice he's finishing up his sushi. He looks towards you, and you see a glowing red eye. So augment. And he just looks over. The rest of him has long hair, color not able to discern, but it is longer, and something seems to be burned into the face, but you can't really tell. And then looks back. Final piece of sushi. Drops Electrum onto the bar, and then the sushi cook, the sushi chef just says, "Oh, thank you. Come again," and he exits out the other way.
So he doesn't pass by us
No.
outside? Okay.
So yeah, he just goes out through the back. Though it like he goes through a curtain and then just disappears from your view. Other than that, there's nobody else in here.
I know. We'll head back and grab the others then.
Okay.
Looks clear, guys.
There was one person, but they dipped.
Right. So about this sushi, how does one eat it?
With your mouth.
Thank you. I would never have figured that one out on my own.
Well, I'm glad we are here to help you.
Chew.
And then Nero's just going to gesture toward, please, make your way inside.
The three diplomats enter. You all enter in behind. And they're looking around like, what is this light?
What's... Are you injured?
I don't know. I think I'm sick. Everything is strangely colored.
Just pretend it is one of your sunsets.
Why do you? And he looks at Prilin, and Prillin's hair is just like bright.
Jesus Christ.
Oh,
I think you should sit.
oh.
Somebody should get him some water.
The sushi chef just comes in like, what's going on? You okay? And it's a Warforged.
Oh, great.
Awesome.
Is there anything I can help you with? He looks, he goes, just slack jaw. What is that?
That is our sushi
Rude.
chef.
It's more of a who.
It is impolite to stare.
Yeah. What he said. Are you gonna eat? Or do I have to throw you out my shop?
No need to throw out. They apologize. Yes, you apologize.
I'm sorry.
They are new to these parts. Please, forgive them. We would like some of your finest sushi.
Finest sushi I can provide. New to these parts? Whose gears are you trying to turn, huh?
Oh, You'll hear about it soon on the. I'll like look over and see some type of.
There's
Lack of a better word, a television. You know.
There
You'll
are
hear about it
televisions.
soon. You know. On the TV. Don't worry, you could be
Oh.
making history right now.
Oh. Okay. Let's go ahead and pulls up the remote. Earlier today, the wall was opened, and then there's like,
See? It's a wall. It's not a mountain.
Told you.
to let in diplomats from across the ocean in a continent very far away. Tom, you were there at the scene. Yeah, Frank, I was here at the wall. It opened up. I saw the horizon. It's quite gorgeous, actually. My God, it's indescribable. You had to have seen it. I mean, Jimmy, you got that on tape. I got it on tape. You got it on tape. I'll show you when we get back to the news station. Back to you, Frank. Thanks, Tom. Right. In other news, sports. And then he sit. Huh. So he uses the. Yeah, just completely stunned.
He's like catatonic. He's just.
After seeing like the television and everything else, as well as the prelude by Finos, Nero's actually gonna have like a modicum of like realization and be like, "Oh, I had almost forgotten." And then he's gonna walk over to the front door and he's going to either stand by it or lock it and stand there. And he's like, "Apologies, but we have a mission and we must do everything we can to prevent it from trouble. I hope you do not mind."
At least flip the sign to closed.
Nero flips the sign to close.
Thank you.
And stays
Let
by
me-
the door.
Let me go ahead and what does everybody want? Anybody want
Oh.
anything special?
We'll just say whatever's your finest. We're looking at top shelf here, and then I'll just pull out a handful of Electrum and put it on the counter, like more than what it's worth. Also,
Unagi.
something that would we just closed down his establishment, something that would make him feel better about his establishment being closed at the moment, like
So,
that amount
yeah.
of money,
Gotcha. So
Like you're doing service for the
go
council.
ahead.
Kind
Go
of
ahead
money.
and empty 250 Electrum from your pockets.
Okay.
That is way more than what the sushi is worth and what would deem adequate for closing a business for however long this takes. And Nero, you said you mind linked.
No, I was making a friend's joke. Unagi, same in skin roll. Never mind.
I missed that.
Don't worry
I did
about
not
it.
watch. I did not watch enough Friends. I watched a lot, but not enough.
We all removed 250 Electrum.
Oh no, that's just Finos. Because he
Okay.
is the one who pulled the Electrum out to offer it. So essentially, Finos just paid for everybody's food, and
What a guy.
the inconvenience.
Real
of
one.
Closing,
I'm getting the money back. Don't worry about it.
So he goes, all right, one cerulean roll and one green roll. I lost the creativity. I couldn't think of anything other than colors.
It is a very nice green.
And then you see him like pull up the strips of fish and then roll up the rice and then he just quickly chops cerulean, green, and then the diplomats are still just like they're still just staring at the box where the TV is.
Well, the news report is over. It's time to eat. We best be going soon.
Remember, use your mouth.
You, Nero's gonna, while standing by the door, look at them in their confusion and be like, how do we put this? You know of Mother Moon, as you call her, and that she is very knowledgeable in the arcane ways. Are you familiar with illusions?
Uh-huh.
Pretend it is simply a fancy illusion. A pretty picture.
I like pretty pictures.
Yeah, so it would seem.
Oh, what
I'm
is this? He's just looking at the sushi.
Lunch.
Mouth.
Where are the forks and knives? How am I supposed to?
There's-
Well, you just. I'll grab one and pick it up and just like pop it in my mouth.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say put it in his mouth.
No. Just show them by example how to eat. No, like overly, like dramatically and exaggerated, like you know, like.
Oh.
It's delicious, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Can I roll an insight check? Does he actually think this is delicious?
You don't need to. Well, actually, maybe Finos does. Maybe Finos does. I'll let you
Let's
go.
say I would like to say I'm very naive, so probably don't know. Let me see, what is my insight? A 10.
Seems like he loves it.
Best, yes.
Delicious.
It's very slimy.
It's the best part.
And then the other two just begin to almost have like similar reactions, and it's just like the chef is just like tink, 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 just kind of like he's already offended that they first made that face.
No.
Yeah, so at this point, I'll look over and say, compliments to the chef, and I'll put down another 50 electrum.
Why, thank you, sir. Thank you so much. You know what? On the house. I'll give you a red roll.
Oh.
There you are. You guys got a big job. It gave you a little bit of extra red roll in there. The red roll is the house special.
So Chips takes a piece of the red roll, throws it up in the air, and catches it in his mouth, and then eats it.
Sleight of hand.
17.
It's easily done. Very good. A nice quick heat passes through your mouth, and then that creamy taste of the sauce right afterwards. The fish is succulent and delectable, very chewy.
Chips
Easily
goes.
just down the throat, no problem.
Chips goes. Good.
Good. I love it.
Good.
And you all partake in a good meal. Go ahead and give each of yourselves 5 temporary hit points.
Temporary hit wounds.
Temporary hit points.
Get it in the right spot.
5.
So
think it's
at this point, while they're still kind of, I picked up that they're obviously in shock with just the most, like, it's probably not even a fancy TV, nothing too outrageous, probably like 20 years old. I'll pick up that, they're a little bit culture shock and things going on, so I'll try to subtly warn them, well, I see that some of our comforts here have startled you, much like your horizon did us. But that is fair warning. It's only going to get more shocking from here.
Well, we'll try to keep composure. I do apologize. I thank you for dealing with us as you have. It's far more technologically advanced than we ever dreamed of from back home. We've heard stories. The stories do not do this place justice.
We've heard stories of outside the wall too. It's hilarious. They talk about you still riding horses.
About that, we've attached carriages to them.
Wow. That's
Not just horses. Some people still ride just horses, but we've attached carriages to multiple horses.
How much faster do they make the horses?
A little bit faster.
Yes.
nice.
But
Very
also
nice.
we're transporting goods and supplies as well on the carriages. Sometimes people.
Yeah, we'll be getting on one of those carriages later. No problem.
Oh, you have carriages here.
Yes.
Fantastic. I love a nice, quiet, solemn, just relaxing carriage ride. Nice and relaxing. Love carriage.
I'm assuming the train is not quiet.
Fast.
No.
Yeah, and
Fast
I'm
and
just
loud.
gonna kind of look confused and be like, okay, you know, all right.
Well, that was something. It definitely took a bit to get used to, but I rather think I enjoyed it. Thank you. Prilin and Zera, I will allow you to, if you'd like, investigate this place further. Harkening back to where the man before had exited. You're right by it, so if you wanted to take a quick peek in, I would not be against it. If you want to roll a quick investigation.
Yes, sir. Oof.
Oh, come on. That's going to be another 7.
14.
It's cocked. It's cocked. Roll again. I'm just kidding.
Prilin, you look past the curtain. There's no exit back here,
Oh.
but there's no guy.
Oh.
Choose to keep that information to yourself for now, and maybe reveal it later, or do what you want.
I'm gonna look over to, is it Zera? Zara? I'm gonna say it
Zera,
wrong.
yeah.
Zera.
Zera.
Just because she was with me investigating in the first place, and just be like, there's no exit, and the guy's not back there.
Stone the crows. Where'd he go? Zera's gonna take a look in. What is it, like an extra room in the back, or a...
Yeah, all you can see is just like it's a storage area for like there's an ice box where he keeps where the chef
sort of
keeps
like
the
a
fish.
pantry?
Yeah, it's like a pantry, and there's also a restroom, but it's like it doesn't lead anywhere. There's no exit.
You're telling me the old bloke tried to go out through the pantry? I think we've got something a bit wonky here.
Would you say it's a bit fishy?
Yeah, probably. Nice one. I see what you did. Yeah, good one.
I know, right? Should we tell the others?
Or maybe just get moving a bit quicker. Don't want to hang around where they know we are.
It's a good idea.
All right, you two rejoin the group.
Do we see any other exits?
Just the just the entrance where
Is
you
that
guys
the
came
front
in.
door? Righto.
I'm
I'm
also
gonna
going to.
suggest. Oh, yeah. Sorry, you go.
Yep, you're good. I was gonna say I was gonna tell Nero because he was at the front door about the guy dipping, but not dipping through the back, and that maybe we should check outside before we head out with them.
That's what I was gonna say anyway.
Okay.
So. Nice.
Got it.
So you both go and tell Nero.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Ambush.
Nero.
What?
Just zoom in like, well, there's this guy, and just he went through that curtain back there, and we thought he left. There's no exit, and he's not back there.
Mhm.
And then Rillan said that it seemed a bit fishy, and I thought that was a good one. But it also does seem a bit sus. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Perhaps we should go take a closer look. And then Nero, I guess, is gonna go over and pull back the curtain and attempt to investigate.
Okay, roll investigation.
Zera will stay by the front door while
This is
Rillan and him
17.
go off to the thing.
17. Oh yeah, your intelligence is a +1. I love it.
Well, I have a +4 mod, so it's not terrible, but
As you pull the curtain back, nobody back there. There's a pantry and a restroom. No exit. You look at the ground, there's nothing different, nothing crazy about the ground. No secret hatchways or anything like that. No way anybody could have gotten out through this way.
So now we're going to be doing things where we have like use of augmentations because Nero has one. What are the DM's rules of what would happen if I use something like see invisibility?
Okay.
Or is it going to be still more literal rules as written for like invisible things?
You could fuck around and find out.
I'm gonna fuck around and find out. Why not?
Yeah.
Right? Nero is going to like open his right eye, the purple one, a little bit wider, and like a crescent moon is going to appear on it. And he casts see invisibility to like see more in this general area where they said some guy had just walked through.
So, as the wave of VO-Fa's power crashes over you and your sight is opened, your third eye, one might say, is opened, this back room begins to, almost as if like you're scanning, you see the light just peering across every wall, and then you see a man who is augmented on his left side, with his left arm augmented, glowing red eye, and the eye looks directly at you.
I'm just going to maintain like eye contact and like let out a, "Who are you?"
I would have thought you could see me. Your skills are just like before.
Oh no.
Can I like see like definitive features or?
Well, here the black light isn't affected, so you see the color of this person's hair is a fiery red, and you recognize that with that hair and then this other half of the face is that of Mitar.
Wow. All right. This is an escalation real fast. Okay. Rilin and Zera are just gonna see like after this like demanding like thing, like Nero's presence is just gonna like slink and like
Oh no.
like not like cower, but just like
Yeah,
soften
just-
and like, oh wait.
Ooh.
Worse than when he saw Rilin. And Nero's just gonna say, how? I don't understand.
He motions to the left side of him. You have eyes, yes? This is how.
I saw the flames consume you.
You saw what I wanted you to see. However, I did
Why?
not escape unscathed.
While just like maintaining eye contact, Nero's gonna just like yell out, nothing back here. Perhaps it is time we leave.
Oh, okay.
You guys would have heard him, at least Zera and Rilin would have heard him say everything else, but like yelling to everyone.
Yeah, so like I wouldn't have heard the other part, and I would just be like, I guess he doesn't need to use the restroom. It's fine. Come on, let's go. I'm gonna start like it's gonna sound kind of weird, but I'm gonna start treating these like little children now because they're so shocked and addled with what's going on. Like, come on, children, let's go.
Nero, you feel a link. If I were you, I'd stay out of my way.
Replying back, Nero's just gonna say, and what foolish, blasphemous goals do you have this time?
It's all for the glory of Viofar the Seeker, of course. As my goals have always been.
Can I roll an insight?
Sure.
That is a 25. Plus 8, baby.
I'm gonna send you a message.
Dun dun dun. Oh no.
Question for everyone else. You like jazz?
You like jazz? Hmm.
Damn. That's what a 25 gets you.
Oh man.
Nero, just like linking back, will just be like, it brings me no pleasure. But your actions have led to what you are now. And if you continue this path, they shall do so again. I do not wish to be your enemy. You do that enough yourself.
If you don't wish to be my enemy, then let me pass.
Hold on. Nero's going to finish. Can he cut the link also? Like, can he like sever it at all? Since we're both doing it to each other, or can only the initiator do it?
The initiator can cut the link.
Okay, I just didn't know since we're probably the same, but he probably got that augment as well.
With a high enough wisdom save, you probably can force the link shut.
I see.
That's dependent on you though.
Okay.
Especially
well,
given that you're a Kalashtar as well. So
right. Nero's just gonna, before attempting to sever it, he was gonna say, as long as our paths do not meet again, consider this a last kindness friend. And then you want me to roll a wisdom saving throw?
Yes.
$22.
And the link is severed.
Sorry, I forgot we're level 8 right now, and this feels great.
That's a mic drop.
All right. And with that, he begins walking towards you, expecting you to let him pass.
Nero's gonna turn. He's gonna look at Prilin and Zera, and says, "I think he is coming. I do not know his I do not know his intentions, but we must protect the Cordovans."
Right. Let's get him out.
All right. He slips by you, and Chips and Finos, I'll allow you to roll just a perception check at disadvantage. So, Foehammer, for that, disadvantage is roll twice, take the lowest number.
Don't know if this is a 6 or a 9. I think it's a 9.
But where it depends on where the dot is placed. If the dot is so the dot's gonna be at the bottom. So if it's underneath the round part, it's a 6. If it's underneath the line part, it's a 9.
It's a 9, which is my lowest. I had a 19 and then a 9.
Okay, so add your perception to that, and then that's the total you have.
15.
Okay. And Finos?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you said somebody else. Yep. I'm just sitting here listening.
No worries.
Ooh, ain't gonna be good. I probably won't. Let me see what my perception modifier is. Rolled a 2. So it's like, I highly doubt it's gonna be good, regardless of what my modifier is. So 7.
Yeah, you don't notice anything. Chips, you notice something like brush up against your clothes, but then you don't see anything, so.
Oh, what's that?
What?
Probably just the spices from the sushi.
As you guys already had the door open, Nero, you watch him just walk out into the street.
As soon as he's gone, you guys see Nero like perk back up again and says, like, just walks toward the Cordovans and says, "How is the rest of your sushi?"
It was good, rather enjoyable. Thank you. And with that, you guys exit the sushi shop and are heading towards the train station, and that's where we're going to take a quick break.
Break time.
Americans, I'm going to do you a favor. Americans, stop.
Oh, yes, this is me. I'm Americans. Apparently she's going to teach me how to say this word.
You okay, ready? Woo.
Okay, woo.
St.
St.
Now, I know you want to say Shire.
I really do. I really want to say Shire.
Yeah, so, sure.
Okay, sure.
Now let's put it all together. Woo. St. Sure.
Worcestershire.
You're doing great. This is amazing.
Stop.
Do it a little bit faster.
Oh, okay, little faster.
Worcestershire.
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 Worcestershire. Fuck!
Have you ever felt like you've had no energy like this guy?
Who? Me?
Yeah, you. You should try Rogue Energy.
What's Rogue Energy?
Well, Rogue Energy is a new supplement that gives you all the energy you need with all the great flavors and no calories and no sugar. And it's easy to make, too. All you need is a 16-ounce glass of water, a scoop of your favorite flavor of Rogue Energy, and then the final step, shake it. Keep shaking. Ultra shake. Hyper shake. Shake it all the way! And now you can try it for yourself. Wow! Don't forget to use promo code Smoking Dragons at checkout for 10% off your order. Get your rogue today. Listen here, buds. Public service announcement for your friendly neighborhood officer Rico. Now, you all know me. I'm all about donuts and Oreo balls. But what I'm here to talk to you about is a very important case. The Smoking Dragons need your assistance. For just $1 a month, you can have access to the most exclusive Patreon in the world. You will be able to hear such things as the Dragon's Lair podcast, exclusively only coming to Patreon. Nowhere else. Got some great stuff there. You want to hear dragon secrets? It's there. You want to hear personal life stuff from dragons sometimes? It's probably there. Do you want to go in deep with each of the dragons? Just takes $1 a month. And if I were Alyssa Milano, you'd definitely be giving $1 a month. Hell, you'd probably be giving more than $1 a month. But that's okay. The Smoking Dragons only need $1 a month. Sign up on Patreon today to get all the perks. Donate just $1 a month today to help save a dragon in need. Thank you, and good night, and God bless those Oreo balls.
We're back. Okay, so now let us continue on. You guys are heading to the train station in Zuros. It's gonna be about another half-hour walk. As you're moving through, kind of just get like the occasional the diplomats just kind of like look across, and you kind of like move in to like stop them from looking, so as not to freak them out any further.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, put on those blinders.
Distract them with conversation about their own place.
Exactly.
Maybe go on from chickens to cows. They said something about cows,
You guys arrive at the train station.
Welcome to the Zuros train station. Departing Blue Line for the Hunters Guild. Now boarding. Arriving Green Line from Circos. Now boarding.
I think that's where we have to go, guys.
Yeah, because it goes through
Yeah.
Exelos, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. The others are just like, who said that?
It's like the intercom.
Not even gonna ask. What's an intercom?
It's like a god. Not really there, but there,
Nero's gonna look over and be like, "Mind your tongue."
A god just said some things.
Yep.
So the gods speak to you openly.
Totally. All the time.
Roll deception with advantage.
I'm just sitting there scratching my head.
I mean,
Oh gosh.
it's not going to be hard for them to believe it.
29.
Jeez.
Six. Yeah. Believed you wholeheartedly. How?
How? Well,
How? This is
There's
kind of
the-
important.
is it?
We don't have the gods speaking to us openly. The gods are speaking to you openly. You're now starting to draw attention from the crowd.
It's just the intercom. She said like a god, but I didn't get the reference.
It's alright. Prilin was just yanking your chain. It's Geraldine up in the train watchtower. She tells us when the trains are gonna come and go. Sort of like maybe your carriages do. Is that, do you have people sort of travel you from one of your towns to another town?
Yes, but we speak to them face to face, and not
Like a god.
A Geraldine in a watchtower train. What is a train?
You
You're
guys
about
are in
to
for a
see.
ride.
Nice one.
Well, I would hope I'm in for a ride on a carriage to where we need to go.
Not a
What's
carriage.
Very fast
Um,
carriage.
Sort of like carriage plus.
Yes.
Carriage plus what?
Plus speed. It's very calming once you get used to it, but I fall
You're-
asleep all the time.
you're-
I'm
you're
sure
the
you
math
guys
whiz.
will be right. You guys have spells and magic though, right?
Composure.
I've heard stories. You've got you guys you can do fancy. Ooh, yeah.
We have a court wizard, yes, named Aldrin, a very crabby fellow. He generally will do a lot of the magic. He's not really happy about it usually.
Well,
Quite
just
angry all
just
the time.
imagine it's that. It's Geraldine's magic, and she can talk through the boxes in the roof. All right, let's go. Off we go.
Magic.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
All right, we're all good. Yeah.
So, do you guys head towards the green line?
Yes.
Nero's just like mouth open, just like doesn't know how to process, just like and continues on to the green line.
You guys get on an escalator.
Oh, shit.
Oh God.
Magic.
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 You got it.
Magic.
Magic
It's just-
stairs.
If
Magic
it's broken,
stairs.
it'll become stairs.
Magic breaks.
Magic.
Oh.
Magic.
Someone casts it wrong.
I've not heard of somebody casting something wrong. Well, maybe Aldrin. Maybe that's why he's so angry.
Boy.
Well, anyways, okay. Magic stairs. And then you now enter the train terminal. What is there's a specific word for it. Platform. Train platform. There it is. That's what I'm looking for. I'll eventually get there. Takes time. So you arrive on the platform for the green line, and the train looking pristine, the highest tech bullet trains you guys have. Carriage
Plus speed.
plus speed. Magic.
Magic. You got it.
Magic.
You got it.
Oh, magic. Oh, it's magic.
How are Keel and Isidore doing? You know, Akko's apparently breaking, but
You don't see their eyes. They're just not looking. They just have their robes over their eyes.
There,
like- just looking at the feet.
So, what exactly are y'all heading to Exelos for?
Oh, well, we sent a missive to the High Council, and we wanted to, then you hear over the intercom, Green Line now departing. Please board.
Nope, that's us.
You guys enter in, and with the tickets that you have that was provided for the mission, you have a car all to yourself.
Ooh.
Fancy.
Swanky.
Actually, 2 cars all to yourself.
Is one of them the dining car? I'm just kidding.
No, but it's by the dining car. So the 2 cars are mainly they have all of you guys in one car, and the diplomats get their own car. Essentially, they don't. From what you glean from that is that they don't want you guys being too chatty with them that much. But I mean, who's gonna know?
So we go into separate cars.
No, you go in through, and you're entering through your car and taking them to their car.
Oh, okay.
So as you enter into your car, it's just like a regular car, just essentially just rented out just for you. And then you get to their car, and it's very luxurious. And they have all sorts of little like finger foods, snacks, and stuff like that. So there's a clear difference between one car and the other.
Chips is going to go in and scope out the car to see if there's anybody behind a chair or something to make sure it's safe for the diplomats.
Okay, roll investigation.
Well,
Okay. You look around, and nothing seems out of the ordinary. It's a bit small for you, though.
I'm ducking and going through the car and can't stand up straight.
Yeah.
And I say to the rest of the group, all right, guys, it looks good. Let's
With
get the hell out of here.
with Zera's past, being a technology merchant, could she check for spy gear to see if any of the, like, whoever kitted out the cart, or if anyone came back through and put listening device or camera to try and spy on the...
Absolutely. Very interesting. Let me just figure out what you would roll for that. I would say go with Arcana at advantage.
Ooh. I just lost my d20.
Oh no.
I just dropped it into a portal in my chair. So I'm gonna roll on
Are those
22.
nice?
Yeah.
What did you roll?
An 18 with a
Okay.
+4.
Nice. So 22 total. Fantastic. As you you hold out your hand, and you have your essentially the same way you do your druid craft. You reach out with it's a type of augment, but it's not directly on your body. But how you craft your druid craft, you go up, and then as it comes up, it creates as a way to pull in technological energy, and you can differentiate what kind of technology is around in that sense. All you're getting is just stuff that makes the train normally run. Not really getting any hidden CCTV or any sort of cameras or pretty much anything to spy on you. No wiretaps, no spy gear of the nature.
Yep.
So it seems clear.
I agree, Chips.
All right. Let's have him to it.
The only thing that you do get, though, is this train probably could use a tune-up. That's about it. It's probably been used a bit too much without, getting a decent look at. But that's not in your job description.
Would I know whose it is?
Probably the people who run the trains.
I got to give Geraldine a call.
Other than that, yeah. So then the Akko continues on. And goes, as I was saying, we sent a missive to the High Council, and we suggested, or more so asked, if we could have Mithos open their borders to us so that we can establish trade routes, and possibly get.
I start
assistance.
laughing really loud. Sorry. I can't help.
What's so funny?
Trade routes, yes.
Yes, trade routes.
Trade your chickens.
That's
for-
usually a punchline around here.
What do you mean?
Well, surely you guys know the wall hasn't been opened for. I mean, not in my lifetime or many of my ancestors.
Well, they opened it today. So anything's possible, really.
Really hope these negotiations work out in your favor.
Is it just because you want chicken?
I do
I
want
mean,
chicken.
it does sound good. Yeah, I'm with Finos. Yeah.
Yeah, fair. That's fair. Chicken is really good.
I just hope that chicken is worth the think one chicken per train, maybe? Fair? Unfair?
One chicken per train?
Well,
I don't think we
ours.
do the negotiations, but
Oh,
yeah, no, we can leave that. Yeah.
I mean,
it's true.
it's not that. I mean, this technology is absolutely wonderful, and it would take years upon years to get even remotely close to this. Over back home, it's just, well, we really want trade routes, and there's also talk of a potential war brewing at home, and we could use some assistance.
A war between whom?
Well, I heard from the king. We got a missive while we were sailing over here. We almost turned back and canceled this completely, but the king is all right. The king was an attempted assassination upon his head, but some adventurers saved his life, apparently. So, and from there on, there's supposed to be a war between Armesia and Cordova, and Armesia and Adalas. So Cordova and Adalas need to join forces against Armesia, but there's problems with that. Adalas and Cordova have not been in speaking terms in quite a long time. So
Sounds
we were
like you
hoping-
guys have got your hands full.
We were hoping to get a little bit of help from your High Council.
Mm,
Starting to see why the High Council built this wall.
What do you mean?
Oh, was that out loud? I apologize.
It very much was.
Life just seems complicated out on the horizon.
Well, no one ever tells you life is going to be this way. Had to call back. Had to do a call back.
I appreciate it.
I felt bad missing the joke, and I had to do a callback. I love doing wacky edits like that. The train begins to nudge like it's about to move. And you guys know that means take your seats.
Oh, yes.
Sits.
Are we still in the car with them? Have we gotten them situated in their own car?
They're situated in their car. You're
Okay.
currently having this. You were having this conversation in their car. But you
So
can
we're
move-
going to take our seats. Yes. Okay.
Yes.
As long as they are sufficiently secured. No people flying whenever this thing mass accelerates. Yeah, I'll go take my seat in the other car,
Yep.
not staying in with them. Yeah.
Is anybody staying in the car with them, or are you all moving to the car that you were assigned?
How long is the train ride?
It's about an hour to Circos.
Can a couple of us just take it in turns dipping in? Just sort of saying, hey, we all good? We're not having a mental
Yeah,
break.
absolutely. That's perfectly fine.
It's not a bad idea. They've taken on a lot in the past few hours.
So as you guys take your seats, train is now departing, and then you hear the sound of the airlocks release, and then train just begins. Well, on the inside, it's if you were standing up, you would fall down immediately. It's just a quick but then it normalizes. The pressure normalizes within the cars.
Do I hear any faint screams from the car behind us?
You hear? Ah!
Yeah. I just give myself a chuckle because I'm starting to understand how behind they are.
So yeah, the train is currently moving at a very fast speed towards Circos, and yeah, you guys have about an hour of a bit of downtime, and you wanted to take in shifts, checking on the Cordovans. There's 5 of you, so did you want to each take every 10 minutes, like one of you just go check on them?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay. Who will take the first check?
I'll volunteer to do it. I'm very intrigued about the mythical animal of a cow that they mentioned with the chicken, so I'd love to go chat with them. Don't actually have to have that chat, but that's what I would be going in there, occupying their time.
Yeah, you go in and you talk a bit, and they explain what a cow is. Black and white, it's got spots, and it also produces milk that you can drink.
Sounds foul.
And go ahead and roll me a perception check. But I want you to subtract 5 to your roll.
Dun dun dun.
So a 12.
Okay, thank you. There is a reason for the -5. So, who is taking the next check?
I rolled
Me.
a 4,
Oh,
so I was going to take 4th. No, go ahead.
Okay, I was a little.
All right, Prilin will take second check. Did you want to talk to them about anything specific, or just going in and just looking around?
Going in, looking around, probably going to ask about their robes again. They really like the robes.
All right, so yeah, they talk a bit about the robes. It's just it's more of just what they normally wear on when they are on diplomatic missions. It's really nice wear, and it makes them look less intimidating. And roll me a perception check with a -5 to your roll, please.
1.
Fantastic.
Great.
Moving on, who's taking the third check?
I'll do it.
All right, Chips. Is there anything specific you want to talk to them about?
Really? Nah, I'm good.
No, just going in and looking around.
Yeah.
No worries.
Yeah.
Man.
All right, go ahead and give me a perception check with -5 to your roll, please.
6.
Thank you. Nero, you're taking fourth.
Yeah.
Anything specifically you want to talk to them about?
Yeah, Nero's just gonna essentially, to the three of them, just be like, by the way, Zera is correct. Prilin was pulling your chain. That was not the gods. They are much more powerful than that to relegate themselves to train announcements. And that's essentially, he'll spend like 10 minutes trying to like ease them that, and also like easing them into like the logistics of like the train and how it's not a god, but it's okay to feel that way,
All right, go ahead and roll me a perception check with a -5 to your roll, please.
19.
Nice.
Very nice, thank you.
I was upset because it's one away from a nat 20, but whatever.
Is your perception a +5?
It's a +5.
It's a straight dice roll. Awesome.
Yeah, it's a straight
Yeah,
dice. I think that's for most people.
That was mine too. Yeah.
All right, Zera, last check.
I want to check on the, sort of try and see how they look physically, see if they're handling the trip okay, see if they're, a bit tired or whatever as well. Sort of, how you going, mate?
Go ahead and give me a medicine check. But I want you to add 2 to it, because it is within the realms of technology affecting mortals. So give you the extra +2.
So that's a 16.
All right. You know that they're fine. It's when they stop. It's when we stop the train is probably when they're gonna have the feeling of like, because it's the sudden stop. So you know that's anybody who first rides one of the trains. It happens to everybody. It's fairly normal. But right now they seem to be doing fine.
I'll give him a bit of a heads up about it, just sort of, when you can see out the window, yeah, we're going pretty fast. When we stop, it's gonna be a bit sudden. You might want to lose your lunch, but just keep it in there. You've got this. You'll be right. Just give it a clench.
Okay. And
Yeah.
Go ahead and give me a perception check and -5 to your roll, please.
6.
Thank you. All right.
I have one quick question
Yes.
to clarify something. With the roll that we just did I still add my modifier?
No.
Okay, that's
well,
all.
no. If your modifier is more than 5, you add what's left of the difference of it.
Okay. Well, that
So
doesn't change much. I just
because
it would have
rolled
been
a 1.
it would have been a 2, but
If
yeah.
you rolled a 1 on the die.
No.
Oh.
No. I rolled a 6,
Oh.
but -5 would have been 1. But if I added my mod, it would have been like 2.
Okay.
Since my perception
Gotcha.
6, I just wanted to be sure. It
Gotcha.
doesn't change much.
That's fine.
But-
Thank you for clarifying. It's a good question. It would have mattered if your perception was +15 or something.
Yeah.
Then it would have at least mattered a little bit. All right. So you guys are about 10 minutes out now from Circos, and I would like anybody to remind me if they rolled above a 15.
I rolled a 19.
Mm-hmm. Anybody else?
I don't believe so.
Okay.
Oh.
Fantastic.
I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was pretty sure. Okay, so Nero, you have this weird feeling, something's strange. Is it the train moving erratically?
It was the sushi.
Something's off though. You can't really. Is it maybe because you saw Matar earlier? That may be it. That might be it. I don't know. You're just flustered. Something is giving you this feeling that there's something off.
Having this sensation in the last kind of like few minutes, because how far is the distance walking toward ideally the council or the next stop after we leave the train station?
After you get to Circos,
yeah,
you have to. They stop for a bit to let new passengers on board, and then it's an hour to Exlos, and then after getting to Exlos, the station empties out near the High Council building, and it's about like a 30-minute walk to the High Council building.
Okay. How long do you think we'll be stopped? Just curious.
About 5 minutes.
Sweet. Excellent. So Nero is going to kind of process this information, and then in the middle of the car where everybody else is, he's just going to sit in the middle of the floor and cross his legs, put his hands on his in his lap, close his eyes, and he is going to commune with Viofa as best as he can, and he is going to cast Augury.
Okay. Let me just get to your character sheet because I
don't need
not a lot of people cast Augury.
I wouldn't. I'm not gonna have any left for actual combat, right? But who cares? You don't need me to cast Healing Word or anything on you guys, right?
So you watch Nero as he lays out. You want to go with sticks or bones? It's specially marked sticks, bones, or similar tokens.
Oh, it says other divining tool. I guess I would pull out.
Or you can use a divining tool. Whatever you like.
I would use what appear to be different phases of the moons as tokens.
Oh, okay.
And there's I guess 4 phases of the moon. So new moon, a full moon, a black moon, a new moon, waning crescent, and waxing crescent, and you can decide which one's which. But because I think there's 4 options, right?
Mm-hmm. As you lay out your tokens, this is how it's gonna go. So if it's full moon, that's wheel.
Okay.
Waxing is woe. Waning is indifferent, and new is nothing.
Okay. Sweet.
We just figured that out right now. There was nothing talked about beforehand. We just did it right now. We did it live, pre-recorded.
Pre-recorded lively.
Pre-recorded lively in front of a studio audience, but not really. So your tokens begin vibrating on the floor, and it's not the train moving because the cars don't generally move when they're in motion this fast. They're kind of just floating, but your tokens begin vibrating, and they begin and just moving in circles around each other, and the 4 of you are just watching this, just whoa. And it goes through, and it starts to go into a stack, and the top one is generally what your omen is. Waxing crescent.
Nero is going to open his eyes, and he's going to look down, and then he's going to get very serious, and he says, oh, hold on. Who am I again? One really wants to say something wicked this way comes. This is an ill omen. Something bad is coming. And then he's gonna grab the tokens, and then he's gonna stand up, and he's just gonna start making his way into the other car.
As you stand up, I
Oh,
want
no.
everybody to roll me a dexterity saving throw.
No.
Oh.
Oh.
A dexterity saving throw, you say?
Mm.
You're a
I think
rogue. You should get that dex right.
Oh,
Yeah,
I think I'm
your
doing it right. So
So your saving throws should be under, or in the top left,
Top left.
under your strength, dexterity, and constitution stats. You should have your saving throws,
Oh.
the different ones, and then you add the number that corresponds to those.
okay. I got a 10.
10 total.
18.
18.
Yeah.
Okay, 18 saves.
13.
13 does not.
17.
Saves.
11.
Does not. Prilin and Finos, you're able to brace yourself for what sounds like just a loud
Oh, shit.
and it feels as if a car was disconnected from
Oh,
the
great.
and then you feel and you are shifted over to the right or shifted to the left as it turns right. Zera, Nero, and Chips, you all fall face first into the ground. And I would like you all to take.
Is it okay if I grab my tokens first?
Yeah, you grab your tokens and as soon as you stand
Okay.
Oh, no.
up, I'd like you, those of you who failed the saving throw, to take 11 points of damage being slammed into the floor of the train.
Player reminder, that is 6 points of damage because we all had 5 temp HP.
It's true.
Everybody who saved, you are good. So, Prilin
Oh,
and
just
Finos-
completely good.
Yeah, you do not have to. You don't have to take damage. You brace yourself.
How much damage?
11 points. So
Okay.
5 off the temp, 6 off your top.
As that happens and they all fall flat on their face, like the only thing going through my head is like that felt like a car disengaged, so I'm gonna run to the back of this car and I'm gonna throw open the door. And I'm hoping to see, the delegates flat on their face in a previous car, but I have a feeling I'm going to see open air.
What you see is open air and their car going on a different rail, and then as you're still looking out, you see your car going on a different rail and the train continuing down the green line.
Oh, so it's like, okay.
These are not
So we're
marked
being-
rails. These
So
are
we're being taken off
unmarked
the beaten
rails.
track.
Oh,
These are
nice.
unmarked rails.
I'm gonna relay that information to the group. And kind of panic because I don't know what to do with that information at the moment. I just want to jump out, but that's a bad idea.
Especially with how fast you're going, you die instantly.
Yeah.
Yep.
Seeing
I
shit
wouldn't
hit
even
the
make you
fan.
roll death saves. You just
Yeah.
Flat. Just paste.
Zera's gonna do something she probably should have done quite a while ago, and the thing that you talked about before, the thing that she focuses the druidic power through, sort of like a palm pilot sort of a
Yeah.
thing. So it just sort of sits in her hand, but it pops away back into her sleeve. She pulls it out, and I just want to do the cosmic omen thing, so I'm gonna consult my palm pilot.
Oh no, this is part of your class feature too. Ooh,
Yeah.
better. Okay. Oh no, okay. I've read it now. I've read it and reread it and reread it. Now I understand it. You can consult it. Go ahead and roll your dice.
Oh, okay.
Forget what I said.
That is even.
Okay, so now for the rest of the day until you long rest again. Whenever a creature within 30 feet of you is about to make an attack roll, saving throw, and ability check, you can use your reaction and roll a d6 and add that number to the total.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
I've understood it now. It just was worded very weirdly in the small thing, and then when I opened it in the big thing, and I'm like, oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Thank you for your
Yeah,
patience.
I was confused
That's
myself.
cool. That's cool. That is really cool, actually. Yeah. So yeah, you have when you consult the Palm Pilot, it begins to show that loading screen, Beach Ball of Death, as it goes through, and then it gives you like a thumbs up. So you have a good omen for the day, despite what just happened.
Nero's like, something terrible is going to happen. I'm like, yeah, it's going to be great.
Perfect.
So currently, you are all derailed. Well, not really derailed. You're just on different rails that are not part of any of the specific lines, but you are running parallel to the red line, which heads towards Tropos. The other line isn't really running parallel to anything else. It is going far off somewhere else. If you were to look at the map, but you know what? I'm going to... There we go.
Is it the middle of this triangle, or is it going off like further south?
Let me see. Hold on. I'm gonna share my screen. So you guys are going along. Oh, Jesus! Don't do that. You guys are going along this way. More along the lines parallel to Tropos. The other railing, from what you can tell, is kind of veering off this way. But you don't know if it's stopping here or going up here, going down here. It's just going down in this general direction over here, away from Tropos.
To the cavern.
Well, towards this crag, yes.
Oh, the rest of the train, it's just going on the regular track. It's just
Yeah,
our car is going on one separate, their car is going on another. Everybody else is still just like going on their merry way.
Blissfully going on their merry way to Circos.
Okay. Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't know what else to do with this information. I don't know how to stop a train car.
Finos, are you still looking out at the train?
I'll say I have the door open, but I've definitely stepped back.
Okay.
Like, the door's open, but no, I'm not. I've stepped back in. That ground is moving way fast. Don't like it.
Okay. So what is everybody doing?
Still just like gripping the seat, like
Chips is getting up from the ground, rubbing his head. Oh, god damn it. Oh. And standing up and wondering what the hell is going on.
And Nero's gonna shake himself off, and he's gonna stand up, and he was gonna be like, well, clearly bad. But was that the start or the end of it? And then he's gonna look around to see if there's like an emergency brake or anything like in the car. Like either the front or the end. Typically some cars have them, but I don't know if this one does.
Like a thing that you pull,
Well, not necessarily to signal like the front of the train. Sometimes they
Right.
have them like
Yeah.
where they connect and stuff.
You can check the back and the front of the car. Generally, the emergency brakes would be where the couplings are generally located.
Mm-hmm.
The back door is currently open, so you could check there first, and then probably check the front.
I would love to do that.
All right. So you head to the back. Go ahead and roll me investigation. You don't necessarily know what they look like. You're not a train engineer.
15.
All right, that's good enough. You deduce that it is this lever next to the hook of the coupling that you notice is only half a hook. So the hook part isn't even there. Probably why the car got disconnected. And you can pull the lever and stop the car if you'd wish.
Did anybody see Nero go back here and look? If not, he is gonna cronk this boy.
And I saw you go back there, but I'm not stopping you or anything.
Kronk is pulling this lever. But first, he's going to like brace himself. And then as soon as he like grabs the handle, he's gonna be like, everyone, I'd recommend holding on to something.
I haven't stopped.
And then he's gonna pull the handle, the lever.
And then you hear ting, 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 ting. And everybody roll dexterity saving throw with advantage.
That's why I was like, wait.
Brace.
Physics is gonna be bad.
Yeah, physics aren't gonna be good.
Ooh.
18.
24.
Very nice.
Nice.
Oh, 14. Oh man.
22.
Very nice.
Wait, is that an ability check?
Dexterity saving throw.
Yeah.
Well, technically, a saving throw. You could.
Oh, hang on.
You could add a roll to somebody. What did you roll first off?
A 12.
Okay.
So I'm gonna give myself a 4.
Okay. Everybody but Nero.
To be fair, I am not really able to hold on to anything.
In hindsight, there was a better way to do this, but it's too late. I
What's
realize
better
this
is
after
I have Mage Hand.
I do too. That's what I was gonna say.
So
I also do.
I thought about that after I rolled the save. Anyway, it's
Same.
fine.
Yeah.
All right. So you all brace, and Nero just flies across the car, just hits the door, and the train begins to. After it gets closer to stopping, it begins to roll.
Oh.
So I need everybody to make another dexterity
God
save.
damn
You
it.
guys are so welcome.
Thanks.
Oh, and Nero, go ahead and take.
Disadvantage?
16.
Oh no.
No, go ahead and take 10 points of damage.
Not even
This was-
paddling yet, man.
This one was just a 13 for me, so
16.
23.
Very nice.
That one is a 16 this time.
Very nice.
Alright, well I'll be. What have I got? 20 then. Dirty
Very
20.
nice. The only
Saving
one who
myself.
failed. Only one who failed was Finos this time.
Ooh.
I was distracted because I watched that man fly by me, and I was like, I could have done this with my mage hand. And then it started rolling again.
So Finos, you take 10 points of damage from rolling around the train.
Okay.
And Rilin, what was yours again?
It was 16.
Okay, yeah, that was the save.
Oh, thank goodness.
Oh, scared me. Whew.
All right, and it
Unscathed.
rolls into a halt. This train car is highly damaged, crunched in. This was bad. Could have been worse. Could have been far worse.
Can we see the diplomat's car?
As you're looking out the destroyed back door, the diplomat's car is out of sight.
You're going to hear Nero like whisper, like out of breath, like, "It was the start of the bad."
You can say that again, mate. We are up shit creek without a paddle.
Ah, it wasn't so bad. I'm fine. It was actually kind of fun.
Meanwhile, everybody is just fucked up in a different way.
Yeah.
Chips has got a big freaking knot on his forehead. Nero's just like against the wall. Finos is curled into a ball. Zera's fine. Zera made it. Just luckily. It's that halfling luck.
Nothing happened. That's great.
All right, you guys disembark the train.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm just thinking, all that electrum's slipping through my fingers right now. I ain't getting paid right now.
Shit.
Do we know what direction like their car ended up going?
Roughly.
Okay.
Where you guys are somewhere between Circos and Tropos. There are really no distinguishing landmarks in the Mythosian wasteland. It's practically all the same due to how this continent was practically forged. It pretty much all looks the same until you get to the different corners. So yeah, you're stuck in the wasteland. You've in a sense made a new landmark.
Nice.
Crash train car.
There we go.
Sville. I don't know. You can make a town, I guess.
Somebody will make a town here eventually. Well, I can say, everybody, the good news out of this situation is it wasn't an attempt on their life, because if that's the case, why have the train depart on a separate rail?
Good point.
Bad news is we're stuck here. And they're, I don't know where. And the council's waiting on us. I don't think they're going to be too happy when we aren't on that train.
I suppose we start walking. He says, like, dejectedly, like.
Still hope
guys-
to get paid. Oh, god damn.
You guys hear.
Oh, my cell phone.
Chips, your phone is ringing.
Oh, okay. Hello.
Chips. How's the operation going?
Swimmingly.
Yeah.
Oh, good. So you've arrived in Circos, yes?
Yeah, definitely.
So we should see you within about an hour and a half, correct? With the diplomats.
Well, we ate some bad sushi, so we might be delayed.
You ate bad Chips. Did you go to that Enigma place again?
Yeah, right. We did.
The last time you went there, we didn't see you for a week.
Yeah.
How could you be
I
so
don't know
careless?
I don't know why I keep going back there.
Not bad.
Just don't let the diplomats go on a sightseeing trip. If you have to stop somewhere for the night, go to a shitty motel and, make sure they have barely anything to. Just make sure there's not even a TV in their room. God
Sure,
knows
we'll do that.
they can't handle a TV.
Yeah. We'll get right to that.
All right, can we expect you tomorrow at least, and within the next couple days? We can't have their ships waiting out there for too long.
You know, we all ate a ton of bad sushi, so it might be a couple days.
Damn it, Chips. Chips. This is not a joke, Chips. If they're not here within 2 days, you can kiss that 100K goodbye.
What's your name?
Do I
your manager?
Do I make myself clear, Chips?
Yeah, you do.
All right.
Well, guys, we're in for some shit. A shitstorm's brewing. If we don't get these diplomats back to the High Council in a few days,
A few days
We're
is
gonna
better
lose
than
out.
a couple hours.
Yeah.
we're gonna lose out on this 100,000 Electrum.
I'm just kind of
Not
worried
so.
about my life. I'm not even worried about the Electrum. They're not going to be happy with me.
Well, I gave us some leeway from the bad sushi, so you know, hopefully that doesn't come true, because that'll delay us even further.
Just quick thinking on your feet. I can say that.
Chips, go ahead and roll a Constitution saving throw.
I knew it was gonna come.
This is why I didn't eat the sushi.
12.
Oh, I was gonna say before you give me the number, you can add a +3 because you've had it before, so you have a bit of
Okay.
a tolerance for it. I was gonna say that before you give me the total, which funny enough,
15.
that's the same. I
Ah,
shit you not.
And I did not shit my pants.
Exactly.
This time.
I told
This
you, I
time.
shit you not. Will
Yeah.
not shit. Told you. So you feel it, and then it settles. False alarm.
That's good. All right, guys, we can go after these diplomats.
Yeah. That we do. Ooh, I kind of feel bad about laughing about their lifestyle. Without that technology, now that we're gonna have to hoof it a little bit.
I think we could use some carriages right about now.
Yeah, I would be okay with some carriages.
Maybe
After-
some horses too.
After you say
So-
that, you. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, you can go ahead. Yeah. I'll
Oh,
go
after Finos says that, Nero's face just goes like, almost like pale, and he's just like, "How are they going to be? They're trapped on a runaway car." Like,
Oh,
their brains will not be able to process.
So after receiving the phone call from some people, I realized I have service out in the boonies. So I suggested the group if I should call for help.
Do you have reliable connections?
I can call an Uber or something.
Just when you give them directions, just say make a left at the broken train car.
You do have reliable connections. Your service provider is Vmoto.
Yes, I have excellent service out here.
Not quite what I meant, but that's all right.
his great connection is right here. It's me. I'm the connection. Hi.
Wait, did Rillin actually say that?
Sure.
Nero's just gonna say, "We're in trouble."
That's rude. What have I ever done to you?
It is rude, but also a true statement. Maybe let's not argue. Let's not get on each other's.
I've never
find
done
a way out of
anything to
this.
that kid.
It's
I
true.
don't... Exactly.
I mean, she did say she stole many things, but never from you.
Never.
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 The word never rings. rings out in your mind.
Just like dissociate, the helicopters start flying overhead. Fortunate Son starts playing, and I'm just like,
Never.
I suggest we start walking that way while we try to figure out somebody to maybe come meet us. Make it a little
Sounds
bit
like
quicker.
a lot of work.
So I say to the group, so I have a old acquaintance back at the academy by the name of Ron Jenkins. He he was my buddy back in the day, and I think he might know this area because he does trade routes between Tropos and Circos, so he might be able to find us. I can give him a call if you guys want.
If you trust him, yes.
He might be able to bring out his wait, what did they use for personal transportation in Mythos?
They have bikes, like motorcycles.
Okay, maybe he can bring out a few motorcycle gang bikes for us so we can go across the wasteland.
Is Jenkins in a gang? I don't
No,
know
but,
that we want. I don't know that we want to add any more politics to this. Like, there's already too many parties.
He's not in the gang, but they're like gang bikes, like speeder bikes.
Gang adjacent.
Yes. He was back at the academy when we trained together. He's an old buddy of mine.
If you'd like to give him a call, you have his frequency in your phone.
Okay, I'll just dial the frequency 8675309, and
You yeah. Who is this?
hey, Ron Jenkins, it's your old buddy Chips Dubbo.
Chips Dubbo. Good to hear from you. What can old
Hey.
Ronnie boy do for you?
So I'm on a job. It's a high-profile job, and we're in quite a bit of a bind out here.
Just like the good old days, huh?
Yeah, you know it.
All right, what can I do to help you?
Do you have any more of those speeder bikes that you have back in the shop?
Let's see, did I sell those? I could have sold. Let me check. You hear cling, cling, cling. Just like different metallic things clanging. Damn it, Sheila! Where are them goddamn speeder bikes? Sheila! Oh, she taking a nap. Don't want to wake the bear. Oh, yeah, I got a couple of them speeder bikes.
Yeah, so I could go for a huge favor if you can bring 5 of those bikes out and bring them out to us.
If my navigation's correct, based on your frequency, you're somewhere between Tropos and Circos. What are you doing all the way out there?
We'll just say our train got off the rails.
That sounds like a crazy train.
It's a crazy train to a highway to nowhere.
Puns. That's all D&D is puns. Well, I can tell you that 3 of these bikes don't work. I got 2 that do work. So,
Do you have any sidecar attachments?
sidecar attachments. I got them sidecars. Take me about an hour to put them on. And then
That's
take me
fine.
about-
Anything?
I need to get somebody out there to drive out there and then I just have to figure something out. You stay where you are. Stay put there now, Chip. We'll bring him out to you shortly.
All right. I really appreciate it, Ron Jenkins.
And
I'll owe you one.
No problem, Chips Dubbo. You don't have to call me by my full name every time, but that's why I like you, Chips. That's why I like you. You're a man of an exquisite taste.
You can't refer to me by my full name.
All right then, Chips Dubbo, you got it.
Right.
Oh wait, I can't return. I'm sorry. The frequencies are getting all mixed up. I can barely hear you.
You can.
Oh, I
You can refer to me.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought you said. All right, Chips Dubbo, we'll catch you later then.
All right, take care now, Ron Jenkins.
All right, you're disconnect. All right.
Tears in my eyes. I don't know why that's so funny. Oh.
That was great. Also, Ron Jenkins totally switched accents like 3 times during that entire conversation.
Sheila brings out the worst
Sheila.
in him.
Yeah, for real.
Nobody mentioned it. That I went through 3 different accents with the same character. I'm a voice actor. I've got range.
Ryan is just, he's going through some stuff. Obviously.
He's going through an identity crisis is what he's going through.
Oh.
Better that's me. I might be going through an identity crisis. So yeah, you guys, Chips Dubbo, do you relay that information to the rest of the party?
Yes, I do.
Okay, it's not like he was on speakerphone or anything.
We just
so
want to hear
guys,
him say Ron Jenkins a lot.
hey guys, so I just called my buddy Ron Jenkins, and he's bringing back some sidecar attachments on some speeder bikes. Unfortunately, he's only bringing 2 speeder bikes, but 2 of us, or actually one of us, will have to right behind the other on the bikes, and then 2 of us have to sit in the speeder car attachments, the sidecar attachments. But unfortunately, we have to stay put so they can find us and bring out the bikes to us. So we'll have to stay put. He said they'll be out here about an hour after he puts on the sidecar attachments and gets out of here.
Oh. Honestly, I feel slightly concussed after that roll around, so I can sit here and wait for a second. That would be okay.
All right.
Are you guys taking a short rest then?
That's what I would like to roll a hit dice. I mean, why not?
All right, go ahead and take your short rest, and you can roll hit dice up to your level to restore HP.
During this short rest, I want Prilin to talk to Chips because we haven't had any interaction yet.
That's fair.
For being for our backgrounds, I was just like, when to jump in.
No worries. Go ahead.
We probably should wait till Halaura is back.
You can just hop into
Okay.
discussion. You guys can have a private conversation.
Didn't have to be private. It was just more of like, gonna be like, hey, guess what I did? And
Go
just,
for it. I'm
okay,
here
so
for it. Let's do it.
hey, Chips, guess what I did?
Oh, what's that?
Well, remember earlier the guy with arm, and then he tried to like steal my shit.
Yeah.
I stole his money.
Oh, nice. That's awesome.
500 Electrum. Can you believe it?
Hell yeah. Can I have some of that?
Sure.
How much do you give him?
I'll give him half.
All right.
Oh, hell yeah.
50-50 relationship. I love it.
I'll owe you one.
Of course.
I thought that might be what you were doing, but I wasn't sure. I didn't perceive it.
Didn't perceive. You're right. You didn't perceive.
You did. It was fun. I just thought you should know.
Awesome.
So, as you guys take your short rest, you do hear coming down the way, you hear sounds of speeder bikes getting closer. And you see, Chips, you see your boy Ron Jenkins. And he's just like, hey, Chips Dubbo! And I want you to do me a favor. And I want you to take one final look at your friend Ron Jenkins. Because as you look that direction, both speeder bikes and Ron Jenkins driving it and the person that was with him just explode into a fiery hellish ball of death.
Ron Jenkins, no! Why, Ron Jenkins? Why have the gods forsaken us? But I don't believe in the gods. Why would nothing forsaken us?
Nero has no comment.
Would you like to go investigate the crash?
Yes. Ron Jenkins, oh, why?
Go ahead and roll investigation check as you get closer.
Son of a bitch.
16.
Huh?
16.
There seems to be a crater. What looks like to be hover mines.
And Ron
No.
Jenkins didn't know this? Is there any bit of Ron Jenkins left?
Ron
Investigation.
Jenkins.
That's a nat 20.
Yes.
Is a hand with holding the thumbs up.
Chip suggests ask Nero if he can heal.
Nero looks sad at him and he picks up the hand that's just in a thumb and he looks really sad and Nero just turns the hand upside down so that the thumb is pointing down.
No. Why, Ron Jenkins?
and then Nero's gonna walk over and just put his free hand on Chips's shoulder and then hand him Ron Jenkins' hand and says, "He seemed important to you."
And then I hold Ron Jenkins' hand, which is in a thumbs up position, and I caress the hand and say, "Oh, Ron Jenkins, no." And I hold Ron Jenkins' hand up against my chest and say, "I will avenge you, my friend. I will avenge you to the end." And then I put the hand in my satchel.
I almost broke the door to the studio because I couldn't. I couldn't stand up straight. I was laughing so hard I went lightheaded and I smacked into the door. And I hit
Oh no!
I fell. I rolled on the floor laughing. I ruffled in real life. Oh my god. Can you heal him?
Oh, my face hurts.
Oh my god. Oh.
I think I'm good.
That is the single funniest moment I've ever experienced in D&D.
So far.
And this is only their first night, guys.
And we're just getting started.
Holy shit.
Oh my god.
That's definitely up there with an oi Jim is that you.
Yeah. Oh man.
Brilin's gonna go up to Chips and be like, "That's rough, buddy."
That's rough, buddy.
Thanks, Rillen. I appreciate the pre-consolidation with that 250 Electrum you gave me.
We'll just
Sorry
kinda-
about your mate.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ron Jenkins was a good friend back at the academy. We used to hit up the bars and eat a lot of good sushi. It wasn't bad sushi like we just ate, but it was good sushi.
You know, he seemed like he died how he lived. I don't know him, but that's just. I mean, he seems like that.
Oh no, Nova's
on
broken.
occasion,
Noah's
on
gone.
occasion, he did eat bad sushi, and he had a lot of wasabi, so it was kind of fiery. So
Like his death.
yeah,
Oh. Yeah, I'll go up, I'll pat him on the back and just be like, that's hard. That was very rough. The poor guy went out, trying to
With a
do us a
bang?
good favor. Like,
I feel partly responsible for the death of Ron Jenkins.
I had to mute because the cackling wasn't done. I didn't want to take away from this beautiful moment. So I decided to mute as I cackled on.
He'll be janking off in the sky.
With Viofa.
Oh shit.
is Sheila gonna think? Like, oh no.
If this doesn't get 1 million views on YouTube, I'm gonna be upset. I'm gonna be upset.
Oh man, I don't even want to know what faces. I had to get out of the camera for a second. I was dying.
It's gonna go on my TikTok.
I don't know how y'all kept talking for a little bit. Y'all were just kept going. I was like, I don't know. I can't do it.
I couldn't. Yeah, no, I fell and hit the door. I couldn't keep. I was laughing so hard, my brain function was being hindered, and I hit the door.
I left myself into a migraine.
I had to yank the door to get it back on track.
Oh man.
Oh god.
Oh, that's so funny. Okay.
I destroyed one member of our party and our dungeon master.
Oh yeah. What made it even better is just you kept saying Ron Jenkins. You kept saying his full name. I don't know why, but that got me every time.
Ron Jenkins, no.
It was a clever way to try to speed up the process by making that up on the spot. Because that's not his backstory. He made it up on the spot. That's clever. I'm gonna blow him up.
Oh man.
But clever, very clever. You now also have, aside from Ron Jenkins's hand, you have Ron Jenkins's multi-tool.
Oh, nice.
So you can add that to your inventory. which it's not going to be in D&D Beyond. Just put it in your notes that you have Ron Jenkins' multi-tool.
Okay. And extras or notes?
Extras, notes, doesn't really matter. Actually, probably notes. Okay. Well,
oh fuck.
Yeah, notes.
Oh god.
Just, let's see.
Put it into other, I guess.
I guess put it in. Oh yeah, just put it in inventory. There's other possessions.
Oh, okay.
So you can add other possessions. I completely forgot that was a tab. All right.
So we're walking.
Yeah, you guys are walking.
Walking.
Is there any more explosions we have to worry about?
Any more?
Mines.
Just watch out for mines? Watch out for the mines.
Maybe you have to look out.
Oh, fuck.
God, I can't wait till that comes up.
I'm just gonna I'm just gonna randomly have to throw out in your streams this week like Ron Jenkins no. Everybody's gonna be like, what? And I'll be like, I don't know.
Just prelude
I'm
to
gonna
that
die
shit.
laughing. Chaos is gonna sit here and he's like, what the fuck are you laughing about?
What?
And I'm just like, you wouldn't understand.
I can't
won't
wait.
Get it. Oh, it's gonna be beautiful.
I need Foe to do it too. Just like
Yes.
Do it with a donation.
Ron Jenkins,
That's on the no.
Look, this party
Uh,
is gonna have a blast.
Oh my god. Yeah.
uh,
So honestly, I think that's where we end tonight because I don't think we
Good.
can. I don't think we can have any more. I think that got us.
that's it. We're just
I feel like anything anybody says right now, I could just burst out laughing at the moment.
yeah, we're done.
So
We're screwed now.
So that's where we're gonna end tonight's session. Thank you guys so much for this. Thank you everybody out there for tuning in. Just thanks to the community that we have here that's part of this group. Made it very, very amazing to put this together. It wasn't difficult at all to get a schedule going and when we were going to record this and put this all together. Now I just have to edit it and it's gonna be good. So those of you live out there in Twitch land,
Hi guys.
hope you
Hi,
guys
me.
liked that last part.
hi everybody.
That was insane.
That's my career.
But there are 20 sides to every story. Come and be a part of ours. Thank you. Good night. We love you and stay safe.